I mean, I love the qualifiers. I'm crazy busy, so I'm glad this is the last one. But crazy bracket, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, when you guys see the 155-pound roster that I've got for you for Season 8, you're going to flip. I really think it's going to be the best 155-pound roster that's ever been assembled in jiu-jitsu history.
It's absolutely insane. Some of the names, when you're going through, obviously we know a few of the guys that won some of the qualifiers, but y'all wait until the full lineup gets dropped. You guys are going to freak out.
Here we go. So who have we got here? I want to see who these fellas are.
Egghead had us pulled up right over there.
Who are these guys? What are the names? All right, so listen, this is Gavin with the black spats on, and that's Aiden over there with the yellow anklet. Here we go. Man, these 155-pound guys move fast. Check this out. Oh, spin into the arm lock. Dewey. Playing with this reverse De La Hiva, keeping his foot on the outside. Man, that's interesting. Reaching around to grasp both ankles with this K-guard. That was a nice guard recovery, nice relaxed play, getting back to the inside position. But nice heavy passing, trying to set up this count. Getting heavy, drives the knee in. This is good passing work. Nice recovery to the inside. He's not out of the woods yet, but he is keeping that knee back on the inside. And here we go into this leg drag again. Nice. Completes the pass. Looking to maybe set up a Kimura from the top side here. He's making the switch. Oh, swinging around for the arm lock now. Back to the others. Oh, man, look how fluidly he moves through his positions. As soon as he hits a wall of resistance, he's just flowing back the other direction. This is beautiful jiu-jitsu. But a loss of connection on that arm lock. Still, really nice work on the hunt. Slide by attempt.
Gavin's got to know that he's a little bit behind on the scorecards. I feel like he's got to make an offensive play here. He's got to get moving. He's got to make some meaningful offense. As Aiden looks to set up this topside Kimura.
Oh, this is a wrap right here. He's going to finish this choke. He's going to end up with the choke. No, maybe not. He's bailing on it. I mean, he flows super well, but he also, I don't feel like he commits to his submissions. I feel like he's had him in like dead spots a couple of times.
Looks like he's got a good pin as we get the shot clock here on the bottom player. Ooh, right into a nice tight guillotine. Pops his head out. Top side control now for Gavin Nestor. Gavin got to make good use of this advantage that he's got right here. He's been a little bit behind. He's got to make some meaningful offense right here. Oh, man, a bit of a fumble. A bit of a fumble there with the momentum of the match. I felt like, and now he's in on the leg. Reminder that since we're into the bracket now that these do come down to judges' decisions, so it does matter who's pressing the action, who's going on the shot clock and everything like that.
I mean, it's one-way traffic for the most part, though, for most of the match. So
Aiden's interesting. He's been very, very content, just like sticking his feet.
Yeah, he doesn't have any fear, right?
No, he doesn't really seem, as he looks for a little heel hook counter right there, inside heel hook.
So for those of you that don't know, these PGF qualifier matches go 6 minutes. And if it goes the distance in the qualifiers, in the regular season that would be a draw. Just both guys would get 0 points. But in the qualifier, because it's a bracket, we have to have a way to decide a winner. So here's how we decide the winner. I decide the winner, and I base it on who's been the most fun to watch, who's going to be the best fit for the PGF, who looks like they have the most promise of being able to put points on the board during the season. And I'm looking for great characters, too.
Yeah, it's not always just, I see sometimes in the comment section people getting upset about the stalling calls and, it not being a proper jiu-jitsu reaction, but that's not, we're in the entertainment business. The jiu-jitsu business has already been around for a hot minute. And trying to keep the action packed in these matches has definitely been one of the big components of what we're trying to do here at the PGF. And
here's a nice ankle lock. Oh, this is pretty good.
Belly down, nice.
Oh, man, he missed the knee line.
It was his best shot in the match. That was a really good look right there.
There's a toe hold. I don't think he's going to be able to get that one.
No, it seems that Aiden is very savvy here with some of the defenses. He's going to have to make a little bit more of a legitimate shot. Ooh.
Okay.
Little kick.
It's kind of cool.
Dig that about him. A little chest kick.
Yeah, that's right. 34 people in the bracket. Just no way we could do a double elimination tonight. I'm trying my best to get in bed before 2 a.m. tonight.
And so now we come to the close of the regulation 6 minutes. We're going to take this one to the judges right here. I think that most people are going to probably agree.
Yeah, it's yellow.
Aiden Vidal with the win in his first matchup over Gavin Nestor. Gonna punch his ticket to the second round.
Man, I'm gonna step back out of here, dude. I want Egghead on here. I know he's got a lot of good insight, and I got a lot of stuff to do.
Hey, so, thank you for stopping in and spending some time with us peasants.
Let me just say I really massively appreciate all of you jumping on and being part of what we're trying to do. It's really important to me, and just the fact that you guys give me your attention, your love, and your support, it goes a long way, man. So shout out to all you guys that are out there trying to support jiu-jitsu, trying to support each other, trying to do the right thing. Love you guys. Very thankful for you. Matt Elkins, I'm out. I love you, buddy.
Love you so much, B-Mac. Thank you for having us. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, sir. It is I, Matt Elkins, alongside the great Egghead, the fantasy extraordinaire and statistician of the PGF. Surely to have his own spot in the Hall of Fame one day, the great Egghead. Egghead, how are you feeling right now?
I'm awesome. Just having a seat in the front row. That's what. I don't need Hall of Fame. I just need to be right here where the action is.
Oh. Well.
So we're gonna do a quick super fight because that was the round of 32 for the PGF qualifier bracket. Now we're having a quick super fight.
So, bit of a scramble here for the top position. Both ladies seem pretty content to sit here. Looking to try to set up some type of knee cut pass right here, isolating this top arm. See if we can't keep the head bent. Try to look for like some type of front head and arm choke. Darce or Anaconda. Doing a good job of keeping her her opponent pinned, but getting a little bit top heavy, a little bit heavy towards her head. Be worried about getting swept over the top here. Nice butterfly hook from the bottom side player. We're going to see a ham sandwich right here. Oh, nice. All the way to the top side. Beautiful work. Reverse knee cut right there. Going to try to pass the guard.
So right now on top you have Shy Lily out of 10th Planet Las Vegas right here. And on bottom currently is Katie Beirut Cloth of American Top Team. Oh, wow. Just keep trading top and bottom spots. Shallow was the bottom a second ago. Now she's the mount.
Katie is in the blue.
Shy is the blue.
Shy's in the blue.
Shy has the blue leg band and the ponytail. Katie, they got the shot clock on her.
Shy doing a pretty good job of staying connected with the upper body. Just hasn't been able to quite get her hips in position. See if she can. Ooh, nice. Katie shakes her off her back, postures her head up, and now she's going to look to pass from the top side.
It's like Shy trying to do a little bit of a bolo to get a leg.
Nothing seeming to shake right here. Katie looking to try to drag the knee line back in. Oh, but it looks like Shy's going to get a chance to look at this straight ankle lock on. See if she can off bounce her right here. Katie doing a good job staying heavy on the top. Ooh. And we're going to reset.
Is that an eye poke? Looks like Katie got her eye poked.
Oop.
Is that lost contact?
We got a quick contact situation.
Oh, I've seen people look at it and just put it right back in. Nah.
I think Drew Morello just put the contact in his water bottle. Top-notch hospitality from the referee crew here. Shy getting very aggressive from the top side to looking to pass, being very aggressive, starting to believe in her dynamic movements a little bit. She starts to look to set up this front head and arm Dar situation as she tries to pass towards the back. Very nice.
They're getting a little too close to us. Refs have to reset them. Again, folks, this is a quick super fight before we get back to the 155-pound PGF Season 8 qualifier bracket.
Shy doing a great job of playing the back take dilemma off that front head and arm choke, and now she makes her way to the back. The belly down play right here, very, very tough defensively. Have to be very, very careful allowing your partner to put you in these belly down situations. These are some of the most brutal spots. Heavy, heavy pressure on the lower back.
There's a tap.
Big tap. Out of the blue corner, your winner.
So online I can give you bracket, and so then it pulls up the bracket. But for some reason your phone was having issues with the button. All right, now we're going back to the 155 PGF Season 8 qualifier bracket. We're going to have Logan Marshall out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Grants Pass versus Brock Schaefer, Art of Flow Martial Arts. Yeah, Brock Schaefer is the owner and head instructor of Art of Flow Martial Arts in Wichita, Kansas, the air capital of the world. It's because they produce so many airplanes.
Logan Marshall there in the yellow band, Brock Schaefer in the black band.
Logan Marshall did a great lob at that Austin qualifier. He came in third place. Just lost twice to Landon Elmore, the eventual winner. Logan, had wins against PGF veterans Dane Leake and Mon Martinez V, who's also in this bracket. So looking for a good showing by him.
Immediately on this inside heel hook,
and
big
there you go.
Finish immediately. Logan Marshall with the quick elbow genie point with the inside heel hook. We get a quick look. What a quick finish, man.
Man, what do you got on that elbow genie point?
Marshall. Guys, these 155-pound players, they are lightning fast. You cannot look away. Seth Donovan.
Yep, and Jason Benedicto. I'll get them. So Seth Donovan out of MMA Lab, 23-year-old, blue belt, and versus Jacob Benedicto out of Atos, Las Vegas, 19-year-old. Man, all these young guns coming out here trying to take their shot.
Ooh, big cartwheel. No filling out process as we almost get some visitors here at the front table.
So we have Seth Donovan in the yellow and Jacob Benedicto in the black. And Donovan trying to put a pace on him.
Very interested to see some of the guard play that you're going to see this season from the 155ers. Obviously, the guys are a little bit smaller, not as much weight to carry and stuff like that, not as much weight to move around, and some beautiful guard work that you're going to see all season as we see an arm crush attempt from Jacob Benedicto. First, now in on the K-guard arm bar. Now he's in on the legs, following him up to the top side. Big play to the inside heel hook.
Oh, he got
it. Jacob Benedicto with a beautiful play to the inside heel hook, it looked like. And you're seeing some of the action off the arm crush. The partner pulls out of the arm crush, and he's immediately trying to get in on the legs here. Big kick around the front side of the K-guard. Threatens the arm bar triangle, back to the leg, follows it up. Big inside heel hook, hip connection after the inversion, and finishes with his hips from that top side like that. That was awesome play from Jacob Benedicto. Man, that was a fun match.
That's right.
Like I said, all of these matches, especially maybe some of them that we see in this first round, where some of these guys maybe have a couple of mismatches. Don't blink. You know, these guys are going to be slinging it.
Oh, it looks like we have our first no-show.
We're gonna have a quick raise of the hand. Oh no!
Well, hold on. So
Noel,
is that Guerra?
Cordero.
No, these guys. Got it. David Guerra, I believe he's in the yellow right now, and Jason Y in the black. David Guerra out of Bucktown MMA in Belleville, New Jersey. He's 24, blue belt. Jason Y, 10th Planet Pelway. That has to be a fake profile. It says he's 41 years old. There's no way that guy's 41. Oh, a little hip toss attempt from WWE style.
So we're going to see Jason kind of take a defensive cycle here from the front headlock. Really kind of content to just kind of let David deal him the cards from here as he goes from the front headlock to possibly the back. See what's happening here. If you guys are unfamiliar, he's trying to isolate his head and arm right there, get into these series of front head and arm chokes like that. But as your opponent defends those front head and arm chokes, now the back is wide open. It's a fantastic dilemma. You see a ton of guys making really good use of it. Yep, you can hear it from the corner. You can hear everybody calling for the back take, and there it is. He spins to the back, leaving his leg behind a little bit. Obviously very savvy, very aware of the situation is David. As he hops back in, gets to this cut across pass. So we see...
I was completely wrong. That last match was canceled due to no-show, and I should have recognized him. Noel Cordero is on the bottom right now in the yellow out of 10th Planet Freaks. My apologies. And Andrew DeGraff out of New Wave. Again, PGF qualifier veteran, should have recognized him as well. He's on top right now. DeGraff is on top. Yeah, he's not 41. He's 19. So that matches a little bit more.
Hairline was looking a little strong for 41, but boom, and DeGraff's got Noel pinned flat to his back right here as he's looking to try to pass here. Little floating passing. Straight over the top. Noel keeps the leg isolated though. Got him here in the Ashi position with the DeGraff's left leg isolated. You see Noel looking to try to see if he can get to some type of bite on the heel. And DeGraff looking to get to the back right here. We run into a slew of referees, and now we're off the mat a little. Reset. Approaching the halfway point of the match. You guys see all action here in the 155-pound preseason. We're here at 10th Planet Las Vegas. This is our last qualifier, and you see these guys bringing out all the heat in this first round.
And Andrew DeGraff out of New Wave. We've had a lot of really great New Wave representatives in the PGF, including Season 4 and current 155 champ, Reese Lefevre. BMAC really high on DeGraff. Thought he could have won the Austin qualifier going into it.
So we get our first shot clock violation. Noel stuck on the bottom right here. Looks like he's going to eat his first clock, his first stalling call right there. Flag is on the field. It looks like we're going to get the penalty position. Noel Cordero going to be on bottom. Andrew DeGraff going to take his back here, or the attempt.
Now, I believe I've been told that Noel was a 4-time state wrestler. Not sure if he's a champ like you, sir.
Oh, that's all right.
But at least made it to the state. And
listen, today he's the champ. I don't want any of the heaters. I'm going to sit here next to you. If he comes over here, we're going to whip this sword out on him, egghead.
I don't know if it's sharp, but I mean, you can still bludgeon him.
Definitely bludgeonable. Andrew DeGraff, good upper body connection right here as he's got the head and arm isolation. Left leg is across, right leg is into the body triangle.
Oh.
Noel savvy to tuck that foot to the inside, but you see DeGraff gonna fight him. He's gonna argue with him about that outside foot position on the body triangle, that right leg. We're starting to get to the end of the match here. You got to believe that Andrew DeGraff's ahead on the judges' scorecards right now. Noel's got about a minute here to punch his ticket. He's got to have to make a big escape right here and then get on offense with some he's going to have to make a very deep play to convince these judges that he needs the nod over Andrew DeGraff.
Hey, I'm surprised Noel hasn't gotten a shot clock. I mean, and I know fans out there asking, like, what do you expect him to do? Well, I'm sorry, but in the PGF, if you're stuck like that and you're not making a big move, I mean, there's some movement, but.
Yeah, I've always really enjoyed keeping MMA and jiu-jitsu on other sides of the aisle, but I mean, even if we just we're a little bit honest about some of these situations where these guys are defensively stalling, like we all know what that would look like in a real combat situation. And so Noel looking to get the crowd going a little bit. Looking to steal a little bit of energy from the fans here at 10th Planet Vegas as he tries to make a shot here. He's going to have to make a quick escape. It's going to be really tough on the reset on this body triangle. Left leg looped over the top. The body triangle is locked on the right side, on the bottom side. That's not favorable necessarily for Andrew DeGraff. Let's see if Noel can make some use of that bottom leg being pinned. See if he can make an escape.
I think it's interesting. You saw how excited and how just vibrant the crowd was earlier, but now there's just this kind of intensity. All the 34 competitors are coming in here. They're like, oh, it's on now. It's game time, and I think that's kind of come over the audience as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe than the kids' match earlier, for sure. It's getting a little thick in here. You can hear the coaches from the different corners of the room. Very enthusiastic for their players. We're winding down these last 15 seconds. Andrew DeGraff clearly in the driver's seat here. Very impressive performance.
Oh, switch off the armbar, trying to get this up at the end.
Nice. The commission's going to love to see that last second attempt right there. Instead of being content with chasing the back and using the riding time and riding out the rest of the match. Andrew DeGraff right there on that arm bar in the spiderweb position at the very end. Shout out to Noel trying to get the crowd going, trying to get the people going a little bit, but man, tall order with Andrew DeGraff in front of him today.
And, it would have been nice to see DeGraff get a submission, but, hey, it's his first match on the mat today. Let's just get warmed up, secure his spot in the next round, and I'm sure we'll see submissions coming from him soon. And
the head table still doing a little bit of gathering, and I'm not exactly sure what we're discussing down here.
Well, Brandon said it in the past. I mean, it's not just about, getting position and just securing it. He wants you to really go for that submission. So that gave him a little bit of pause.
Andrew DeGraff gets the nod over Noel Cordero. Very tough match. Both guys savvy. And that's a dub for Andrew DeGraff in his first matchup. Be excited to see him again here in just a little bit. Brady Hilton on the mat, waiting on Jordan Anglin to pop out there. Brady Hilton in the yellow. Jordan Anglin going to take the black band.
Is that Jordan Anglin?
an immediate pull from both guys. Going to see some inversions. See if we can't pop out with a back take or a leg lock. Now Jordan here in the top. You see him sporting the red level black gear with the black ankle band. Looking to make some passing from the headquarters position as he sits to the bottom to try to isolate a leg. Nothing shaking on controlling the knee line. Brady Hilton looking to get creative with a couple of these counters.
Okay. Another public service announcement for competitors. I've said before, please don't have your SmoothCom profile set to private. And also, maybe when you're doing your profile pic on there, not use a picture of somebody completely different that doesn't look like you at all, because that's not helpful.
It is nice, though, considering growing up through jiu-jitsu over the years, you see that athletes are younger and younger and more savvy to be able to understand what's happening and work with these promotions. I think that we got a tap right there. I think Brady Hilton just...
There you go.
Brady Hilton looked like he caught a bit of maybe an Aoki against the wall.
While he was twisting towards it? Possible.
I think that we're going to get a chance
Hilton had some great showings in the previous qualifiers.
Yeah, definitely seen him in a few of the qualifiers, and he catches a quick subtle tap right there. And so now it looks like we're going to take a look at the roll. It looks like it was a counter. He maybe injured his own leg or something. Collects the second leg. Ooh. Man, I think he might have. Is it possible that he injured himself on one of the rolls?
No idea.
Doesn't look like there's any serious braking mechanics in effect. Maybe he's dealing with an injury that we are unaware of. Regardless, Brady Hilton collects the 3 points.
CJ Murdoch with a nice little welcome to the mats. So CJ Murdoch in the black here, 36-year-old out of Pedigo. Alexander Zapantis, 25-year-old out of 10th Planet, South Bay. CJ Murdoch, one of the second set of brothers to compete in a PGF event at the same time. I'm sitting next to one of the other pairs of those. Matt and Jake Elkins were both Season 2 competitors, and CJ Murdoch is the first of the two Murdochs I'll be on the mats tonight.
Shout out to Block 12.
Block 12.
All the real ones know about Block 12. Ooh, man, these guys are looking to try to kind of give a fake guard pass situation and heavy drop back on the ankles. Going to look for these guys to fall back on that strategy again. We got a shot clock on yellow, Alex.
Zapantis.
No significant changes real quick. It looked like CJ Murdoch being savvy, just kind of waiting. Not a bad strategy there.
You know, we saw that a little bit in PGF Season 7. That became like I hate to say the new meta, but it became like a game within a game where folks were just pinning essentially their opponent. And so when they, their opponents couldn't move because they were pinned, they would get that reset because of the stall.
It's interesting to see what they're fixing right now. You see that they're opening up the space between the hands and the knees of the bottom opponent. A little more characteristic of like a freestyle Greco parterre position where the middle of the body is open, as opposed to the referee's folk style position where their hands and knees are allowed to be very, very close, not leaving much opportunity for the back take. So you see the space between the knees and the hands right there on the reset. You're going to see a lot more of that this season in the PGF from the penalty position specifically. CJ Murdoch looking to stay attached here and climb the back a little bit.
You got a tie body lock.
Very tight head position. Perhaps he's going to chase. Yep, there he goes, looking for that shoulder grip. Uh-oh, Alex Zapantis gonna reach up for the buggy. Little half buggy attempt there. Another shot clock for Alex Zapantis. He's got to get moving on bottom. That's a second warning. This is going to be a second stall call. CJ Murdoch looking to use that opportunity to expose the back. Very good connection right there. Let's see if he can keep that left foot in so that he can chase the back right there. Controlling that wrist to mitigate that attack right there on that left foot. Yeah, left foot back in. Very nice work from CJ Murdoch chasing the back of Alex Zapantis. And that's the whole goal here of these stalling calls, is to get the person on bottom to get moving so that we don't wind up in these boring stalemates. And you see a clear-cut example right there of where Alex Zapantis having to open up from the PGF rules. And now he finds himself on the bottom side of mount in a tight spot.
CJ
both
just
shoulders,
keeps. Sorry, go ahead.
Both shoulders pinned to the floor right here. CJ Murdoch climbing higher and higher, isolating the head and the arm right there. This is not a good look for Alex Zapantis. He's gonna have to make a big play up out of here.
And CJ just keeps threatening with different submissions. Looks like he's got a good look at this head and arm choke. Just cooking him a bit first.
CJ Murdoch just going to hang out right here, and it appears that the referees might be pressuring Alex Zapantis again about the stalling. They're going to play on through it. That's his second stalling call to completion.
Second, yep. So if you get a 3, that in the PGF regular season, they give your opponent 2 points at the end of the match.
CJ Murdoch clearly in the driver's seat. He's got Alex Zapantis right here in this head and arm chopping blocks situation.
Maybe doing a little bit of strategy. I mean, he knows he's got a whole bracket to worry about here. Probably not a good time to burn out your arms on this.
Hasn't really had to defend any real offense from Zapantis, so especially with this top side control and the threat of this arm triangle, you got to know that he's in the driver's seat. So kudos to CJ Murdoch, staying a little patient here, waiting on the opponent to make a mistake. Interesting enough, as we talked about earlier, at what point, though, do we not see him really making many offensive plays? Is it a potential that the top person could be hit with stalling if they're not chasing the finish?
I got it, but he seems like he's been doing enough. I mean,
yeah, right here, I feel like he's doing plenty.
He didn't just hang out and mount. I mean, he was threatening one side, head and arm. Then he went to the other side, head and arm. Looked like he's cooking him a little bit in that chopping block position. Yeah,
I definitely agree that it's on Zapantis to make the move, but there is language inside of the PGF rules to keep even offensive players from isolating a position and holding it as a stalling technique, especially if the bottom player is attempting to escape, attempting to submit the person from the bad position.
And I think that's partially in response to that kind of like little meta from PGF Season 7, where some of the guys would just pin a guy and wait for that penalty position.
Seems thus far that the adjustments in the rules and the adjustments in how they are enforced have been very, very well done so far. Beautiful switch of the body triangle. CJ Murdoch, very clean swaps of the body triangle to avoid that bottom side exposure, but he's got his opponent Alex Zapantis face down right here in this body triangle. This is an absolutely brutal play, brutal position, and you see, even though the Zapantis is able to clear that body triangle for just a second, CJ Murdoch right back in there, giving him no room. Nice top leg over the shoulder for a clean rear triangle play, isolating this arm right here on the top side with 10 seconds left. CJ Murdoch going to try to get him out of here. Looking for an arm. Beautiful entry by CJ Murdoch right there at the buzzer. You got to know that that's going to punch his his ticket to victory into this next round.
Yeah, this shouldn't take long.
Boom, CJ Murdoch, the first of the brothers that we've seen today, punching his ticket to the next round. Very nice work. Hey, that that body triangle to the rear triangle dilemma that the CJ was playing was beautiful work. You see him clearing over that top arm. Such a nice dilemma, such a nice play. Beautiful execution by CJ Murdoch. And next we got David Barnes and Jordan Worth.
David Barnes, 24, coming out of Autos, Atlanta. Jordan Worth, 28, coming out right here, 10th Planet, Las Vegas. Worth went viral where a guy was messing with a lady, and he went over, used a little bit of jiu-jitsu, took his back, and just held him. He actually uses that picture of that as his Instagram pic.
The jiu-jitsu community is full of wild characters. Jordan Worth definitely also included on that list as he sits to the guard right here of David Barnes.
Oh, get some rubber guard cooking. And Brandon said that of all the competitors today, the most 10th Planet-y style you'll see is Jordan Worth.
And so now you see Jordan right here setting up a little rubber guard.
A little go-go clinch maybe?
He's clinching on the far side underneath. Oh, he's deep in this play right here. He's very, very good, very dangerous rubber guard players. He's got him clinched right here. You see the face starting to change of David Barnes. Oh, very tight. He's going to go to sleep. He's asleep. He's out. Jordan Worth puts him to sleep with the go-go clinch. What a play from Jordan Worth to open up the show. Ooh. Welcome back, David Barnes, buddy. A beautiful rubber guard entry to the go-go clinch from Jordan Worth. And shout out to Jordan Wears No Gi. Beautiful finish right here.
Wow.
And you guys see right there, he clears the head to the other side. Boom, kung fu move all the way under, keeping good control of the head. And then they wind up rolling, still able to maintain that clinch. And then you see right there, you see that dead stare. David Barnes going out on his shield against Jordan Worth. Beautiful use of the rubber guard right here at his home gym of 10th Planet Las Vegas. You know that's got to feel awesome, Egghead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, doing an awesome move, getting great submission at your home place. But now we have a PGF veteran coming up. PGF veteran season 4. Oh, okay. I guess nobody wants any piece of Nick Soft right now. Guess he gets the walkover win.
Man, 6 points for Jordan Worth with the go-go clinch submission. That was absolutely fantastic work, bro.
I mean,
fantastic work from Jordan Worth, I should say.
He's definitely got a good shot. I mean, looking really good already for winning this thing. But even if not, I'd love to see him as a bench player. I mean,
oh man,
he's exciting.
If you guys are unfamiliar with Jordan, you definitely got to give him a follow. Jordan Wears No Gi on Instagram. He's an absolute wild man and one hell of a rubber guard player, as you just saw.
Oh, but here we go. So, PGF Season 6 had one qualifier and one winner of that qualifier that was here in Las Vegas. And that winner is right here, Mike John. So, Mike John, black belt out of 10th Planet Orange. Again, as I said, PGF Season 6 veteran. Just had a great win in the IAGA qualifier. He's facing Christian Major coming out of Impact Jiu-Jitsu. Whoa.
The walls are in, boys.
Now, Christian Major is out of Impact Jiu-Jitsu in Beaverton. Christian Major, yep. If memory serves, Mike John at the PGF Season 6 qualifier here was actually in this building, had all submissions. to earn his spot in the PGF regular season. And he's hoping to do the same thing again today. Oh, he's going for an arm. Major sits back on a leg. Mike John
has an incredible front headlock choke game. You see that Christian Major backing out of that immediately. That's not where he wants to be hanging out with Mike John.
Major goes back for a leg. Mike John.
That might have been a bit of a mistake, man. You've seen a couple of these jumping plays.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that is going to be a tight spot. Mike John's so savvy right there. That could be it. This could be 6 points for Mike John. Beautiful guillotine. Some of these guys have just gotten a little bit messy, a little lack of discipline with some of these jumping plays like that against these savvy black belts. Mike John going to make you pay for that one. Boom. High octane match. Mike John getting it done pretty quickly. 3 points on the board.
Let's go with.
And guys, while we're waiting, big shout out to New Hope Regeneration for sponsoring the PGF, man. If you guys haven't looked into New Hope, New Hope's been taking care of the PGF and its athletes, the previous season champions. Shout out to New Hope Regeneration. Thank you guys for supporting the PGF.
So Josh Murdoch in the black. Apparently all the Murdochs do that little jump thing at the beginning of their match. Again, his brother went earlier. Brandon Ferguson coming out of Subhounds. Anakin McMahon, PGF Season 5, was out of there. So.
Brandon Ferguson not impressed with all the jumping antics. He's right in on a pretty nice little play, head and arm isolation, looking to make some type of rear triangle. Boom, he's got a nice little look at it right here. Let's see if he can keep control. Josh Murdoch gonna survive this first attachment, it looks like.
So it looked like Murdoch was going to lift him up. So one of our rules is that if you're in any type of submission or anything and you lift your opponent above your waist, they have to let go. It's only fair. If you can't slam them, well, they can't stay in that position.
Brandon definitely been jockeying to get underneath his opponent. Seems to get a bit of an elevation. Put his opponent's weight heavy into his upper body. The legs are completely accessible right now. Is that Elijah Carlton down there? I can't tell from this angle.
So Murdoch's brother is coaching him from the sideline.
Josh got a really good little short Kimura, if you will, on Brandon's left arm. Brandon going into a bit of a defensive posture, but he's not going to be able to make any other movements. It's that particular type of movement is a big sellout to a defensive posture. Sometimes allows your opponents to go around the obstacle, if you will, and achieve even more control. And Josh Murdoch doing a very, very good job of keeping this head and arm isolation, sometimes including the head, sometimes excluding the head with the Kimura grip. And then you see right there he's including the head a little bit towards more of a gift wrap situation and just flowing from back and forth, making good use of the relationship that he's got there with the hips. And we're going to get a quick reset. The Daisy Duke Spats is a crazy addition to the wardrobe. Pairs very nicely with that hairdo that my man's rocking. Very Marlboro red.
So, just still cooking them. Again, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen had a shot clock.
Josh Murdoch clearly in the driver's seat right here. It looks like Brandon is trying to escape. It looks like he's working side to side, going from one hip to the other, at least to defend the body triangle or negate it from being attached. But obviously, the Murdoch brothers absolutely game. Egghead, I'm getting Dallas Buyers Club vibes.
I've only seen clips of that movie.
Well, the plot looks a lot like this.
You know, honestly, I blame Rooster from Top Gun Maverick for the horrible mustaches that have cropped up around the world currently.
And so it looks like Murdoch's working on a rear head and arm choke. See this play becoming a little bit more popular. Boom, big dig right over the face. Anything below the nose is the neck.
Now, was that popular before Sean Applegate? Because I remember hearing that a lot from them in season 3.
I think that it's been around for a little while, but, you know, there's obviously lots of people that take the influence of the great Sean Applegate. So I think that we could probably get away with giving him the nod on that without much objection.
Oh, I thought I might try to grab that arm and try to pull it behind his head.
The referees have been watching this one very closely about the stalling calls.
Is he going to go to the truck?
Seems as if Brandon Ferguson is just doing enough to try to counter the position here. Brandon Ferguson finally able to make it seemingly out of the position. Still in a tight spot here. Josh Murdoch did a great job controlling his head and arm the entire match.
Doing a great job of just flowing from position to position.
So Brandon Ferguson, obviously with the most fire outfit of the day, probably not going to get the nod here. Josh Murdoch with a clear-cut victory, very dominant performance, and he's going to match his brother in the next round. Match his brother with a performance to get him to the next round. I don't know what the likelihood that we're going to see a Murdoch brothers matchup, but I am absolutely here for it, 100%.
They're on opposite sides of the bracket. They'd have to pretty much meet in the finals or maybe in a wrestleback.
They put them on opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah, it was nice of them, you know.
I just feel like if it was myself and one of my brothers, we would have found ourselves on the same side of the bracket. I don't know how it always winds up that way with the random brackets, but I digress.
The commish swears it's a random thing. He does it once. They just happen to
Feels very
be compelling.
random.
Yeah.
Who are we dealing with here?
You got Brady Branscombe and Anthony Gojani. I believe that's Brady Branscombe in the yellow and Gojani in the black. Again, I beg of you, competitors, for your profile pics, please use your actual picture. Both guys jockeying for position, but not much happening.
A little bit of a feeling out process between these two. Once again, Brady on top with the yellow band. You see Anthony sporting the body triangle from the bottom side and the black band.
The little octopus guard thing.
Hey, oh, he caught the deep shoulder. He's going to make the blade of the back. That was absolutely disgusting. Look at my man's use of the wrist control. That was such a crazy approach to taking the back and controlling that backside wrist. That was awesome. So funny. It just, like, immediately when I saw that play, it makes me just flash back to so many coaches that might advise not using the body triangle from bottom, how it wasn't an offensive play. But tell that to Anthony Gojani right here as he's in a clear-cut body triangle on the back. Plenty of time to work against Brady Branscombe.
Brady Branscombe out of here of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Las Vegas, so getting lots of coaching from the sidelines, and cheers as he escapes.
The 10th Planet Vegas crew, very powerful. Obviously a strong representation here in their home gym in their backyard today. If you're grappling these boys from 10th Planet Las Vegas, you better pack a lunch.
And he's going to do it again. Branscombe doesn't want it to happen again, so he gets a tight body lock on him.
This guy has an incredible build for this type of game. The possibilities are endless from this body triangle, it seems like, for this guy. So long.
Right? If anything, kind of reminds me of your little brother.
Yeah, I was literally sitting here hoping that my little brother doesn't pay too much attention to this. I'm sure I'll see his little name pop up in the comments here in a second. All right, so quick reset. Anthony Gojani going to take the back here in the penalty position of Brady Branscombe.
Left hand, grab the elbow. Definitely not a former wrestler.
It's definitely funny. I can't tell if some of these guys are completely clueless about the relativity to the referee's position from wrestling, or if they're just playing it kind of dumb. But the referees of the PGF here doing a great job of establishing the rules here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. See a little high guard right here. Is Gojani going to play a little rubber guard? He's got to have an incredible rubber guard game. There's no way that he's not all the way with it.
Oh, man.
Such an interesting play.
So he twists like he's going to do a hip bump, but he still has his legs locked.
Now he's going to invert, maybe look to try to take the back right here. I'm just completely stuck on every movement this dude's making. Then a beautiful switch to a triangle. Boom, he's going to try to, he's got to keep the head down. He's got to keep the posture broken there.
Little gag reflex.
Not quite in the right spot for the choke, but he's looking to add the punch in there. See if he can make the finish. One problem with being the longer player here is that there's so much space inside of his thighs because of the length of his of his legs, so he's gonna have to make a couple of nice adjustments here. See if he can't close the show here with a triangle. 6 points would be big. Ooh, you see he's trying to throw that punch choke in there. Very awkward angle. Not the ideal angle, but doesn't really seem like he cares. I think he's looking to put it in four-wheel drive and plow his way all through the finish. Now you see Brady starting to pummel that left arm inside. Looks like he's going to survive here. Look at this wrist control and everything. That's what angle does this dude not have the ability to triangle his legs from? Look, he's just literally swapping from one to the other.
His legs are almost as big as Brady's whole body. Good grief.
Brady Branscombe proven to be hard to put away here. Anthony Gojani been on full display. An incredible approach to the, not even the closed guard, the closed body triangle from the bottom. Contradicting a bit of the traditional sense of how to play. I know I was in trouble a couple times from looking at that body triangle from the bottom from previous coaches, and now I think we're going to get to take another look at this body triangle from bottom, where he catches the backside wrist control and uses that to either pull himself up to take the back or eventually pulls back down and, pulls his partner right into his hips. Absolutely insane body triangle game from Anthony Gojani. Very excited to see him mix it up as we get deeper and deeper back into this 155-pound preseason qualifier.
So now coming up, we're going to have Jonathan Marrero out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Freaks. Out 10th Planet Oceanside against Rafael Ferreira, 17-year-old unified Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This should be fun. Okay, pardon me, it's Rafael. Yeah, Rafael's had some great tournaments. I see he did the ADC USS Open in Dallas, Texas in June of 2024. We're
gonna give it a quick pause, guys. We got to do a little work on our camera here. Waiting in the queue, we've got Jonathan Marrero versus Rafael Ferreira.
Yep. Or Fahea.
Fahea?
I'm not really good about those.
Pardon me, brother. My Alabama's showing. Fahea?
So, Fahea, 17 years old, blue belt.
Let's go.
I mean,
love to see that, man.
Again, it's one of those young guns that's been out there competing like crazy, racking up wins. Jonathan Marrero, admittedly, he's my coach. So I got to say, I love the guy. Yeah.
Let's go.
6 a.m., 10th Planet Oceanside.
That's it. This is the way.
Yeah, prior Marine. Watch out, might pull out some Marine Corps martial arts on you. He actually was a martial arts instructor for the Marine Corps. Looking for him to do some Uchimata, perhaps.
Little pressure point.
A little wrist lock.
Gonna take out a 17-year-old with a neck gouge. Oh, he's right there on that front headlock like he means it.
Loves that Uchi.
Ooh, all the way to the top side. Nice scramble here. Watching the boys do a little American wrestling. Hey.
Loves that Uchi.
Man, this is the benefit of these 155-pound lightweights. You're going to see them throwing each other all around the place. Who's on top, who's on bottom. It's like watching two cats stuck inside of a bag, bro. They're just flailing around. Looks like Rafael looking for some type of head and arm choke. Oh, ninja choke attempt maybe. right in on that Darce Anaconda game, but it looks like we've got a good spin. Now he's going to try to take the bag. Oh, that was beautiful play.
Ooh. Man, these youngsters are just rough.
Man, Jonathan Marrero staying disciplined, staying savvy, able to survive a couple of these attempts so far. Finds himself on the top position, but Rafael Ferreira right in the driver's seat, looking to get here to the closed guard. Now we're going to the K guard. He's going to try to fire that right leg all the way around to the backside. There it is. See if he can off balance his opponent. Very good work here. Oh.
Jonathan escapes the knee line. Fea comes up on top.
Oh. Rafael going to look to make a rear triangle, it looks like here. But Jonathan doing a good job burying that left arm far underneath. And now he's up, looking to make use of this little single leg position here. Rafael taking some very interesting angles at the back here. Looking to set up this. Oh! Dang, what a nice play.
Jonathan steps over.
Mom, you see he's chasing this back take and arm bar dilemma. Sat him up into the back take. Man, this kid is 17 years old, and he is absolutely throwing Jonathan Marrero around right now, taking his back, going to the arm at will. Jonathan's been very, very game defensively, but Rafael stopping at no ends to get some type of finish here.
He's just got afterburners on, just nonstop. Yeah, PGF announcer Stephen Aiken in the chat saying he's tired just watching this.
Man, these lightweights, they keep a different pace. There's a different type of energy. And guys, like these people, this is the qualifier. Some of these names that are coming through in this next season's bracket that have already been confirmed are just absolutely insane. Like this season is going to be can't miss TV. As we look here to Anaconda choke, Rafael Ferreira got Jonathan Marrero in a very, very tight choke here. Got the good control of the elbow there with his top knee. You see that right knee controlling the top elbow like that, keeping it extended up like the Statue of Liberty. That's very good technique, but you see Jonathan Marrero pushing to the top position, getting heavy into that left shoulder so that he can survive the attack here. He's got to keep his weight heavy off of his knees and into his shoulders. Beautiful defense.
Damn.
Egghead, it looks like you're in good hands at 6 a.m. at Oceanside, brother.
He's amazing. He's an awesome coach.
This 17-year-old blue belt is absolutely throwing everything at him, but, man, this has been an awesome match.
I mean, Jonathan trains directly under Gio Martinez, the guy who got his black belt probably the fastest in the 10th point system. So he goes against top talent every day.
Let's go, Jonathan!
I'm sure that was a fan of Jonathan's that was just near us, not us, obviously. Man, dude, it's just relentless. Just keeps attacking.
Right back here in the spider web on this armbar attack. Looking like he's going to change it to is that a Barata Plata? Ooh. Oh, he's going to try to pull that foot back into his left knee. Oh, Jonathan got to take advantage of this here. He's got to take advantage of this play here. He's got the kid backpedaling just for a second. Oh, big bend of the foot. Oh, crazy shootout right there at the last few seconds.
Kept going.
That was an insane match. Jonathan Marrero, Rafael Ferreira.
Yeah.
Rafael catches the nod, 17-year-old blue belt. Come on. That was insane. Especially at this lower weight class, the lightweights, the 155-pounders, you know that some of these young kids are going to pop out and steal the show, man. Some of the names that you see in this bracket that are coming up, you're going to be very, very, very familiar with. But for me, that was my first Rafael Ferreira experience, and I'm already a fan.
Definitely. And, much props to Coach. Jonathan had a real tough draw there. Hopefully, sometimes the commission likes to get another match later on to see somebody again, so maybe he gets a chance. Hopefully he sticks around. Now we got Sam Davis, PGF qualifier veteran, going up against Aiden Vidal. Sam Davis out of 10th Planet Nashville. He's in the black. Aiden Vidal is in the yellow.
Aiden won one of our pigtail matchups earlier in the bracket, didn't he? He was our first matchup.
Yep, you're right.
You can tell that the chat's a big Rafael Ferreira fan. He got a whole fan club right there in the chat. Ooh, heavy tie. Heavy tie. Looks like that's gonna wake Aiden up a little bit. Hey, yeah, there's the answer back with the foot sweep. Looks like the boys are going to start picking up the pace a little bit. Shot clock warning for Sam. Still backing up. That's not the way.
Yeah, I can't back step.
You see Aiden's just going to keep pressuring him. Some of these guys are starting to figure out what the score is with some of these ref decisions with the stalling and stuff like that.
Got that right hook, collar tie from Sam again. Hearing that the chat wants the Weasley brother to win.
The Weasley brother?
Yeah, the redhead from the Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that movie. I don't know. I was busy watching John Wayne movies. I don't know what that's about. Something about a wand and some fairies. I'm not sure. And that one kid with a scratch on his head.
The book series made kids read books again.
Oh well, we have YouTube now, Egghead.
Oh, very well.
And jiu-jitsu. What are you talking about? Harry Potter.
You're right. I'm sure half these guys are homeschooled and all they do is roll around.
I feel like the jiu-jitsu community is full of Harry Potter fans, actually.
To be fair, it's full of everything.
It's quite an eclectic group.
South Dakota Chris has my back. He says Harry Potter's legit.
Can that guy read?
He didn't say that. He just said Harry Potter's legit.
Man, so definitely a bit of a lull in the action. Not a lot happening on the bottom from Sam Davis. I'm wondering what the referees are looking for. And all right, so there we've been hit with we've actually landed a stall call, flag on the field. We're gonna play on through it. Sam Davis is gonna have to get active here on the bottom side.
Kind of surprising because Davis had a really nice showing at the Decatur qualifier. Had some nice highlights. Oh, but Aiden collecting an arm here. Probably looking for a head and arm choke. Aiden was going to go for S mount, but then Sam collected a leg, and he's out.
Sam's on the shot clock again. A lot of framing, a lot of hand fighting from his feet heavy earlier, but not a lot of offense.
Is that the second time we've had a reset when somebody was getting choked? All right, well, it's okay. We'll dial that in before we get the season.
I understand the frustration from Sam, but he's not really giving the referees anything to work with right here. He's honestly not had a lot of action pressing it. You gotta kind of give these judges, gotta give these refs something to work with.
Going north-south.
Can't be a ton of time left here in the match. Really would like to see Sam try to take advantage of the opportunity and see if he can try to throw up some offense here from the bottom.
Gonna get Von Flue action, maybe?
Does look like he's in a Von Flue right there. He let go.
Oh,
Von Flue's gone, but he's maybe gonna get his guard passed a little bit right here.
Does the neon belly all the way to mount?
I believe that it might be outside of the field of vision for you guys, but I think that we just got another stall call and play on from the head referee.
Just seems uncharacteristic for Sam Davis. He was such an exciting before.
I wonder if he's dealing with some type of injury. I've definitely seen Sam grapple a couple times. He usually bring in the heat, so I wonder if there's some type of explanation.
Yeah, maybe some illness, got something on the plane right here.
Possibly so, man. Tough showing right there. Boom. Aiden Vidal going to catch his second ref's decision nod here in the PGF season pre-season qualifier. So, boom. Now we are down. And so, where are we at here in this?
We're in match round. 22, so we have 3 left in this round.
Let's go.
And we're gonna see one of the people that is probably picked to win the whole thing. JJ Bowers is out of J Page Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Gonna be taking on Ramiro Vasquez out of Primal MKE. Bowers is gonna have the black band on, and Vasquez has the yellow. JJ Bowers put Keith Krikorian to sleep at Combat Jiu-Jitsu at the Jiu-Jitsu Overdose.
This is definitely going to be one of the guys that you're going to want to watch. Definitely want to pay attention. JJ Bowers, one of the fan favorites coming in to win this entire qualifier and punch his ticket to the Season 8 155-pound.
Oh, and that's
bracket.
how he starts it. He starts with that front headlock. Be looking for an anaconda.
Nice little quick, like a little short single leg. Lands us here in the closed guard. Miro Vasquez is going to look to see if he can make some work from the guard underneath JJ Bowers. Single underpass. Got to be careful of that arm being left behind.
so far Vasquez, given JJ some problems trying to pass his guard, and throwing his arm a couple times.
He's got the arm isolated. That's a huge bend on the arm. Oh, that looks brutal. What? That was crazy. And I was on the back. What a play from Miro Vasquez. Miro Vasquez absolutely throwing his entire offensive playbook all at once at JJ Bowers. No respect to the fan favorite right here. He's looking to punch his ticket into the chocolate factory here today in Las Vegas. Fun fact, that is actually where Charlie's Chocolate Factory is. Willy Wonka's factory is in Las Vegas, if you didn't know that, in March. And now JJ looking to get on offense, looking to make a back attack.
Good grief.
We're a little out of bounds right here. We're going to get a quick reset back to the center.
Just like you and Cam Hurd. Freaking just going wherever the hell you want.
Well, when you're trying to wrangle a tornado, a tattooed tornado like Cameron Hurd, sometimes it's hard to keep it inside the lines.
Man.
So far, I do have to say that Miro Vasquez has the offensive plays. I definitely think that he's got the advantage here with some of the attacks.
That armbar was sick.
That armbar, there's no way that JJ Bauer's arm is fresh as a daisy right now. That looked, it looked done.
Yeah.
At every.
I don't know how he got out.
Yeah, all the factors that I could see from here, it looked like that was the end of the match. But JJ Bowers, he's got a spare elbow in his bag, I believe. Right on offense, boom. Starting to open up a little bit. You see JJ thinking that maybe he's got to get on offense after giving up a couple of really tight spots. Ooh,
oh, wow.
And now Miro Vasquez on this outside,
man,
looking to make an outside heel hook play. Nothing shaking.
Kind of wild, but kind of like you're saying, I think JJ is the one that needs to put on the offense. Because Vasquez has been doing all the submission attempts. Oh. Thought JJ was going to have his front headlock game going. Man. Vasquez not giving JJ anything to work with.
Miro Vasquez is going to stay on offense and keep on these offensive cycles like this, and I got a feeling we might see a huge upset if things keep shaking out like this. Miro Vasquez not playing around at all, but he seemed to give up his back a little bit here. JJ Bowers going to have to take advantage of the lull in the action for Miro. It's his first. Oh, both legs in. Both legs in. Uh-oh, big dig right there across the face. Big dig across the face right there. You see that JJ Bowers is going to really try to make him pay. Body triangle is clearly locked in. His left leg is all the way tucked around the outside. Boom, and now he's going to start assaulting a head right here.
JJ's coach is calling for the short choke.
Miro doing a great job, and it looks like he's going to make his way out right here. Sits back to try to invert, maybe to get on another arm here. All the way around to the corner, see if he can file that left leg in the hip. JJ does a good job pulling out the backside right there. Now he's looking to pass. reset right here. I don't know how much time we got left with this 45 seconds, and I feel like we've got an upset on our hands.
I mean, did Bowers do enough with the RNC threats?
I don't know.
I mean, none of them were really deep. You know, he didn't get underneath the chin.
I don't know if he takes the back right here. This might be that might have been enough. That could.
Oh, is he under the chin? No. Oh, Kimura.
Oh man, that might have been enough, and the Kimura, that might be enough.
Is he gonna rip it out? He's gonna get it. He's gonna get loose.
JJ Bowers might have done enough right there.
No.
Oh, the plot thickens as time winds down right here. JJ Bowers on these offensive cycles to put him away right here at the very end. What a close match, man. I really thought that Miro Vasquez had a slight advantage going into those last couple of minutes, but JJ Bowers really put a tight stamp on it right there at the end. Beautiful match, guys.
But seriously, Ramiro Vasquez, wow, what a match. I'd like to see him compete again.
That guy, we got to see that guy come back at some point. We got to see him back in some type of capacity as a alternate, if you will. Miro Vasquez with an awesome match against one of the heavy favorites, JJ Bowers. So, man, JJ Bowers slides into the victory lane right there. Very, very close match. Let's see if after that first match, shaking out some of the jitters and find his groove to finish up the rest of this tournament.
All right, so now we got Alexis Gonzalez versus Anthony Rich. So, Alexis Gonzalez in the yellow band, Anthony Rich in the black band there. Gonzalez out of MMA Lab, whereas Rich is out of Egley Trained Boise Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, we got a straight ankle look.
Oh, I'll probably do it. Oh.
Back to the outside heel hook. Bout to the outside heel hook. Looks like we're going to see a calf slicer counter. The gi pants definitely not helping any right here. Oh, that looks like it's tight. That looks like it's super tight. Oh, a little bit of panic.
Yeah.
A little bit of panic right there.
Put both his feet on the hip and hip in.
Alexis Gonzalez had a nice look right there. Nice offensive look. Had Anthony Rich backpedaling just a little bit. But it looks like the boys are going to survive. We're going to see another exchange here. Once again, Alexis Gonzalez in the yellow band on top. Anthony Rich, black band on the bottom, sporting the gi pants, the no-gi OG. Shout out to Eddie Bravo. The gi pants and the long sleeve rash guard. Gonna make Edgy proud.
I was kind of thinking about doing that look in winter. You got a little cold.
It's a winter look, you know. Everybody knows that the winter outfits are cuter, you know. It's where the fashion is allowed to really run its course.
Oh, another straight ankle.
Belly down, straight ankle.
That foot's bent.
That foot is bent in half. It looked like he folded his entire foot backwards. Alexis Gonzalez with another heavy offensive play. 2-0. Anthony looking to make something shake here with this guillotine arm in attempt. Oh, he loses the arm in, and now it looks like he's making the naked guillotine response. He's got to tuck that right elbow down towards his pocket. The elbow's pointed up a little bit. Looks like it's a little bit of a tough angle. If he can tuck that right elbow towards his right pocket, get on his right shoulder right there, and bend that neck forward, he's going to be able to get a finish here. If he's able to let his opponent keep driving into that right shoulder, and he clears his head, Alexis. Anthony Rich with his first offensive cycle right there. Pretty meaningful offensive play there with the guillotine, but not quite as heavy as the two ankle locks from Alexis Gonzalez. And Alexis once again here on the top position. with the yellow band.
Well, how do you think the calculus goes? Because Anthony Rich's attack was a kill, was a guillotine, whereas Gonzalez's were 2 breaks. Does that
I don't
factor
know.
in?
I think that when we're looking at the decision, it's got to be about who had the closest finish, and I definitely felt like the ankle locks were closer to being finished, both of them, over the choke. So I think in this situation, Alexis has probably got a little bit of the advantage here.
Yeah, the bend on that foot on that last ankle lock was sickening.
Assuming that the offense is even anywhere close to the same output, like, 3 attempts to 1 or 2 attempts or whatever, I think that it comes down to who had the closest shot. But if you had a close look at a rear naked choke, but I had you in 7 ankle locks, then it's a little suspect. And now Anthony gets called with stalling, flag on the field. He's going to take the bottom side of our penalty position. Alexis Gonzalez going to see if he can't chase the back.
So it's funny. I mean, as new rules and systems develop, teams start training different things. So I wonder, do you think a whole bunch of new gyms are working on this penalty position because of the PGF and installing calls? I have to think ones that are interested in sending people to the PGF have started doing this.
Yeah, obviously, if you're familiar with some of the wrestling rule sets, the penalty position is very similar to the referee's position, but there's definitely some different nuance to it. And it's very interesting that we're seeing some jiu-jitsu perspective on that position. And I definitely think that you're going to see a lot more folks. Ooh, another straight ankle lock attempt right here from Alexis Gonzalez. He's really getting a good bend on that foot. It looks like Anthony Rich has got incredibly flexible feet. Oh, now the outside heel hook attempt. Oh,
he just lost it.
Now back to the straight ankle. He's going to go back down to it. Golly. Anthony Rich looking to counter. That was funny.
Little arm drag. Oh. Gonzalez gives Rich a little push, and Rich gives him a little Wagner Hocha kick off. And I'm with you. You got to think that Gonzalez gets the nod here.
Yeah, it's got to be that way. I say it's got to be. Not in charge at all. Very nice.
And that's going to bring us to the last match of this round. So we're going to have Jomar Gakaskos of Nimbus Grappling Athletics versus Juan Martinez V out of Childress BJJ out of Colorado. Juan V coming at us from PGF Season 4. Had some fire matches. And then just this last qualifier in Austin, he just showed some serious improvement. An amazing open guard, very threatening, very attacking.
Juan Martinez has been one of my favorite people to watch kind of come up through some of the PGF seasons. Really, really awesome to see him continue to grow as an athlete, and interested to see what he does here against Jomar Huascos. That was my best attempt. The chat can grill me now.
Gakaskos? I think Gakaskos.
Huascos.
There's just a lot of syllables.
I got to put a little more G in there, I believe.
Okay. All right. So Juan Martinez V in the black band. Omar Gakaskos in the yellow. One working his open guard. Oh, and that's... Oh, it's tapped already. Elbow Genie point.
Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Martinez on full display. Quick work.
Yes, sir.
4 points for the PGF veteran. Feel like he knows he's got to make a couple of quick matches, man, especially some of these tournaments that get a little deeper. You got to win 4 or 5+ matches to catch a dub. You got to get in and out in a couple of the rounds, man. That's a huge win for Juan Martinez.
And it's also something we've been talking about with the PGF. Is not only do you have so many matches during a season, but we now are starting to see so many competitors that do multiple seasons, and you can really see the growth. I mean, Juan Martinez was a great athlete, great competitor, lots of fun in PGF Season 4, but man, seeing him at these qualifiers, seeing the growth, he's dangerous.
Logan Marshall versus Jacob Benedicto?
That is correct. So, wow, the double guard pull. So, Logan Marshall here in the yellow, Jacob Benedicto in the black. Oh. That's a lot of rolling around.
Both of these guys finished their first matches with the inside heel hooks, I believe. Looks like we're going to see a little shootout here. Jacob Benedicto had some incredible plays, closing the distance with his hips. Guys running from his leg lock entanglements earlier. Very excited to see him make some plays.
So Logan on top out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Grants Pass. And Benedicto now on top out of Atos Jiu-Jitsu Las Vegas. Well, Benedicto's got kind of that spark plug body, kind of that short, compact. Is that more difficult, or is some of these tall drink a water guys? Which is worse?
Man, it's really just about people that know how to utilize and leverage their body type. You got a guy like Quadzilla David Evers playing a game like that. If you're 6'4", 170 pounds, might not going to be the same. Ooh, big inside heel hook right there from Logan Marshall. Oh, he's got the grip. Oh, he's got the bite. Oh, no respect for it from Jacob Benedicto. Big back step, clears out, and resetting. Man, already it's a good idea to take note of who you think's winning some of these exchanges. This is already going back and forth.
So just keep in mind these gentlemen are both 19 years old, still partially made of rubber. It's all good until it's not. Oof.
These young boys and girls out here. I see. Oh, he fires the rubber guard. Looks like he's gonna make it more gonna be like an omoplata. Man, he's spamming that heavy top leg, that backside play like the omoplata rubber guard fire over the top with his leg. It's very good work from Logan Marshall. Seems like he's been able to stay on the offensive cycles. That's some of the language that we talked about in some of the rules is offensive cycles. Who is pushing the offensive pressure, who is trying to actively finish the match. It does not matter if you're on top or bottom, but a lot of times when you're looking at some of these decisions, you need to pay attention to who is actively pushing the offense in these offensive cycles. Now you see Jacob Benedicto, he's in a kind of a defensive cycle here, pushing and framing away. Obviously, he's stuck here in this body triangle from the bottom side.
Logan's going to be trying that K-guard in a second.
Well, I thought he was going to do some Anthony Go Johnny. I don't even know what to call it. Backside body triangle back take. Man, this is the third championship round of our lightweight Season 8 preseason qualifier. Really appreciate you guys sticking through with us. I'm Matt Elkins here with the great and powerful Egghead himself. Thank you guys for sticking it out with us, hanging out. chatting with us here in the live chat. Love you guys participating with us. Thank y'all for supporting the PGF. K-guard entry. Left leg all the way around. Benedicto in the driver's seat here. Back on offense.
Looks like he's lost a knee line.
Marshall looking to give a little counter. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we have our first super chat of the live stream. I believe that deserves a wob super chat from C. Tacker. Thank you for supporting the PGF. I've waited 5 years to say wob super chat, by the way.
Well, to be fair,
I've been practicing.
Michael Plaster did give us a $1.99, but it was like an hour ago.
$1.99?
Yeah. So, thank you, Plaster. You're not gonna give him
Plaster. You can't even get over the 2 bug mark. What's happening in Austin, brother?
Just repaying us for some coffee or something?
Listen, I do love Michael Plaster. That was all love. Benedicto back on offense one more time. Looks like he's got a nice little foot pin. Doesn't really have the knee line to make anything shake, but this has been an absolutely insane match back and forth. Ooh, another look at the not enough control of the knee line to be able to make anything shake there. Oh, this one's going to be a tough one, Egghead. This one's going to be a tough one.
I'm glad we're not the commissioner.
Brother. Looks like we might get a chance to peek back on some of the highlights here. Big fire, the rubber guard over the top. Benedicto. Boom, Logan Marshall catches the nod. Awesome match from both of those guys, man. And already you see that it's starting to break our hearts to lose some of these competitors, man. Jacob Benedicto, very powerful performance on the day.
He's really going for it.
Miro Vasquez, Jacob Benedicto, those guys already out of the tournament. Very impressed with their performances. Maybe we'll get a chance to see more of those guys later, but awesome work from Logan Marshall, man. Tough third round matchup. I guess that's technically his second round since we had the first round of pigtails.
Okay.
And so now it looks like we got one of the Murdoch brothers, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're skipping a match. I don't know exactly why. So we got Brady Hilton in yellow coming up here against CJ Murdoch in black. Brady Hilton coming out of Odyssey Jiu-Jitsu and CJ Murdoch out of Pedigo submission fighting. And the Murdochs both have that kind of like, really getting excited right before the match starts, kind of like the Hanato Canuto.
I think they definitely watch anime.
Ah.
Based on the pre-match antics and the top knot combination.
So no Harry Potter, but anime for Matt Elkins.
Actually, none of the above, but, I am watching. I am paying attention to what the people want. Probably a couple of Dragon Ball Z tattoos on the mat right now, if I had to guess. Egghead, don't you have a Dragon Ball Z tattoo on your lower back?
I have no tattoos.
Oh, well. Boring.
I'm a square.
Me too. Blank canvas. Very interested to see how Brady Hilton makes good on this opportunity here. CJ Murdoch had a very, very good control game in his last match. Very, very powerful from the top position. As you see here, definitely still able to create an immense amount of pressure. Starting to wither away at young Brady right here. Looks like Brady's going to give up his back here. He's going to expose his back a little bit. He's doing a good job of keeping that left frame inside of the hips to keep CJ from really pressing him and pinning him, but
CJ's showing a lot of top control, but Brady at any point in time just has a crazy ability to pummel him in his legs and attack for a leg or attack for an arm bar. So he's definitely not out of the fight.
CJ doing a good job of staying composed, staying in control from the top position. Brady's still not able to make any real offensive cycles like we talked about. CJ looking to lean on him, especially in some of these later matchups. It's going to be a better strategy, man. Some of these guys start to get a little tired after some of these matchups, heating up, cooling off, heating up, cooling off, maybe not getting proper warm-ups before their matchups. Maybe some of these guys will start to crack in this 6-minute window, but especially in the early rounds, very, very hard to get somebody out of there when they're fresh for that first 6 minutes. Little finger in the nose, potentially. Play ball.
Oh, triangle attempt by Brady.
Oh, he's got the leg isolated. This looks like the most serious offensive cycle so far. Let's see if CJ can stay on offense. He's got the leg isolated. Looks like he's just going to come up and start passing. CJ's doing a great job of keeping both of the shoulders pinned flat to the floor, and he's able to pass the guard right there because of the upper body pin. A lot of positional dominance right here from CJ. We'd love to see him start trying to make a play towards the back right here. Brady's starting to bridge up on his side. Shot clock goes on for Brady. CJ's going to keep him pinned here. Brady's going to have to make a powerful play right here. And he's starting to give up his back a little bit. It almost looks like he's trying to invite CJ in to take his back so he can escape.
Looks like CJ's just trying to figure out this puzzle. Oh, does a little Andy Varela move in Andy Varela's gym. Oh, here we go. Oh, Peruvian maybe?
Very nice look right there at the very end. Nice little stamp on the performance by CJ.
Last time the PGF saw Peruvian was Eric Longar doing in a qualifier. I believe that's for season 5.
Egghead, you amaze me with the stats, brother.
Jordan and Nick Sapp.
What is going on?
Boom, and next we're going to see an absolute banger. We've got Nick Saff, 10th Planet Decatur versus Jordan Worth. Jordan obviously finished a crazy go-go clinch earlier, putting his opponent to sleep in his previous match. Both of these guys, 10th Planet products.
I mean, Nick Saff had a submission against Reese Lefevre, the PGF 155 champ, in Season 4. It sounded like he was ripping something horribly with a straight ankle lock. And, you know, that was about 2 years ago. So you got to imagine Safi's even better now. I mean, 10P on 10P crime, it should be fun.
Always impressed anytime I watch both of these guys grapple. This is going to be a treat. Worth on bottom with the yellow band. He takes a seat. Saff looking to maybe pass to the outside. Wedging his knee through the middle right there. Looks like Worth looking to try to maybe see if he can get into the lockdown, but Nick keeping his right foot tucked very tightly, very disciplined. Ooh, beautiful pass. Boom, Saff to the knee on belly right here.
Trying to do a reverse body lock there for a second.
Look like Saff's got plenty of respect for Jordan's guard. Playing it very, very careful. Sits back, gonna try to play legs a little bit. Now we're here. From the 50-50, but Nick has passed the foot to the other side right here. A little straight ankle lock grip.
Shot clock's on, Jordan. Shot clock's on.
Jordan really doesn't seem to be very concerned. Not really looking to try to get on offense. Oh, on the inside heel hook, though.
Worth just smiling.
Ooh, now Worth's had a nice little bite on the heel there for a second. Nice shot to the back by Nick Saff, right into the truck position. Looking to control that top side shoulder.
Maybe he's going to be trying for a twister.
Nick Saff going to try to set this twister up right here. He's got the 2-on-1 group. He's controlling the wrist. He's got the overhook. Jordan defending, putting plenty of respect on the calf slicer from the truck. Like we said, both guys 10th Planet trained, very savvy here. Let's see if Jordan's going to try to get on the counter here. Looking like he's got a nice.
Trying to flip the truck.
Oh, he's got a very nice calf slicer. He's got a calf slicer attempt. Looks like. Yep, Saff's got to pull his toes right there. Yeah, Saff going to try to get on his ankle. Oh, this is going
to be bad for both of them.
God, this looks crazy. Oh, one of these guys are going to. Oh, it's such a tight spot. Worth passes the foot across right there. Man, Nick Saff staying composed right here in the spot. That was a very, very tight spot.
there any name for this position?
So both of these guys they're just playing from the calf slicer, but from the truck it's kind of a 50-50 position for the most part. But Worth looking like he's taking some really good angles to try to pass the foot back across in an unconventional way. Like usually people just kind of lever the foot down, but you see that he's trying to put some rotation on the ankle, rotation on the toes. And it looks like Jordan Worth catches the break there with that rotation of the toes like we talked about. There were some crazy angles on that calf slicer. Jordan Worth with a break over Nick Saff, punching his ticket to the next round.
And Jordan Worth defending the home turf, man. He wants that spot. Oh, this should be a barn burner.
Yeah, that one definitely hurt my knees.
No, I'm talking about the next match coming up. It's going to be exciting.
Mike John
versus Josh Murdoch. Mike John, 10th Planet Orange, PGF Season 6 Las Vegas Qualifier winner versus Josh Murdoch. And these Murdoch brothers, they came to play today.
The Murdoch brothers mean business. Mike John in on the head and arm choke right here. Mike John has a very serious front headlock game. Very serious guillotine game. Josh Murdoch, no slouch, sniffs it out. Gonna play a little sit-up guard now.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, Mike John with a very tight chin strap right here. Keeping his weight heavy here in the mount from the arm in guillotine. It looks like he's got the arm inside as well. Definitely a little bit more difficult to finish.
Murdoch's brother saying, hey, you got to keep your elbows wide. Keep your elbows wide. Oh, there it is.
Oh, Mike John with 6 points right there from the arm in mounted guillotine.
And Mike John says, hey, I'm going back to the dang PGF.
Mike John with that front headlock game. If you didn't know, now you know.
That's interesting because when he won the PGF Season 6 qualifier, he used all leg locks. Oh, this will be interesting.
I was getting excited about that Murdoch brothers matchup potentially. Sad that we're not going to see that. Murdoch brothers, really good performance today so far.
Well, you never know. You might have Mike John versus the other Murdoch brother.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Little vengeance, that'd be a storyline. But I'm telling you right now, these are two surprising characters that have put on a show. I mean, Go Johnny showing some just wild body triangle action. And Rafael Fajea, oh my God. I think he's grappling at 1.5 speed right now. That's interesting. Fajea's trying to take the bottom position.
The production crew getting a little action over here in the corner. Is Rafael Ferreira and Anthony Gojani reset to the center. Anthony Gojani in the red with the yellow band on the bottom side. Rafael Ferreira with the black band standing and passing. You guys recognize both of these guys from their earlier matchups. Two of the most exciting players, and the very interesting to see the fast pace of Rafael versus the long, slow game of Anthony Gojani. And now we're going to see Gojani on top. Quick reset back to the center here. Both players going to sit down. Rafael doing a really good job working side to side. Quick work of passing the guard there.
I was about to say he's going to have a real problem with Gojani's long old legs, but I'm okay. I got
Looks
it.
like he's going to play a little north-south choke right here. I don't know if Gojani just doesn't believe in it, or I would consider that a big mistake to lay there and not address that north-south choke.
I mean, Marcelo got Imanari with it that one match. Oh!
And the kid makes a shot at the back right there. Rafael gonna stay past the guard. Nothing quite shaking. Oh, Gojani with a buggy attempt. Uh-oh. Okay, it looks like he's popped his head out.
Well, he had it locked in, and then was he trying to readjust it? Why unlocked?
No. The coach's corner calling him to keep those legs away. Good luck. It's a lot of leg.
Whoa. Good Lord.
It's just insane to even consider these guys at the same weight class. It looks like Rafael's definitely a little undersized, but not worried about it.
Definitely not. I'm just curious what that guy eats with all this energy output.
Good Lord. Ooh. Little knee right on the neck bone from the young lad.
Little muffler. And what the heck was that? Going for a toe hold? Nope. Johnny breathing heavy, trying to weather this storm.
I'm breathing heavy just watching. Our boy is busy trying to get underneath this elbow right here for the head and arm isolation. Ooh, nice little triangle, rear triangle. This is going to be it. It looks like this is going to be the match right here. This is going to be the story. Big smile from Rafael Ferreira.
There you go. Wow.
That was a nice way to finish the match.
Just wow.
Very impressed with the kid. It's got to be another decision. We're going to make it official here in just a second. Very nice. Rafael Ferreira with the decision right there. Very nice. Boom. Right there to that rear triangle. Good elbow control, keeping the elbow pinned tight to the chest. Very, very, very comfortable position. Boom, and he gets the tap right there. 3 points.
This should be a fun matchup coming up.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
just completely realized that I missed that he tapped. I didn't realize. I thought that was the end of the timer. 3 points. 3 points for our boy Rafael. My bad, guys.
Oh, I thought he got the triangle. Was he finishing the armbar?
Yeah, they called it a break. You
Oh,
see it
okay.
right there from the rear triangle as soon as he started to pull on the arm.
Okay.
And now we've got
This should be a fun matchup. Aiden Vidal versus JJ Bowers. Two guys that look like they're wrestlers. This could be a fun match.
JJ Bowers, one of the heavy favorites to come into the tournament, had a very, very tight match earlier. Oh, that Kimura's super deep. Good Lord.
Oh, this is fun already.
Oh, he's gonna run it again. I think he likes what he sees out of the Kimura.
JJ got some motivation after just winning a decision in his last match. He wants that sub. Friendly in the chat says Rafael goes a Brazilian miles an hour.
Very nice. Two deep bows for that joke. JJ Bowers looking to get a little heavy. Seems like he's really enjoying isolating the arm of Aiden Vidal. Oh, now we've got a little... Aiden Vidal right here on this inside heel hook. Oh, he slipped it just. Ooh. Aiden with some very nice offensive cycles. You see a little bit of a limp from JJ Bowers as we're making his way back to the center. You got to imagine that he took a little bit of damage right there on that heel hook attempt. Let's see if that becomes a factor in his passing as he hops back in here to the top side. This knee shield. I feel like we're seeing a different gear from Aiden Vidal so far. I feel like this has been his best performance, his most offensive that he's been in any of his matches against probably what's been his most game opponent out of everybody so far.
We've kind of talked about it a little bit before, but seeing different competitors against. Oh,
that was a beautiful rear body triangle. That rear body triangle into the heel hook is very, very weird, very unorthodox play, but man, you gotta be respecting the heel hook when they've got you in the inverted body triangle. It can be a nasty finish if you're not careful.
A lot of different fighting. They say the styles make the matches, and I think these guys are just kind of made for each other for a good match.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have proper dance partners, man. It's so hard to create the entertainment value from people that don't want to engage and people that don't want to play the game,
or even if they're just style doesn't mesh well with yours. They kind of cancel each other out.
Man, while I've got a brief moment, I'd like to give a shout out to New Hope Regeneration. I'd like to thank them for continuing to support the PGF. If you guys ever need any kind of stem cells, you guys should look into New Hope Regeneration, man. They've been taking care of a lot of the PGF athletes, obviously the team winners from last season of the PGF. Shout out to New Hope Regeneration. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank y'all for supporting the PGF.
If you have any questions about stem cells, Kevin from New Hope Regeneration came on the PGF Insider podcast last week, had a great discussion, dispelled a whole lot of different myths and rumors, and gave some real scoop on what you might want to know about if you're interested in stem cells or regenerative therapy.
We get a moment of honesty from Aiden Vidal, who's clearly starting to wear down a little bit with the pace. He's had some really nice offensive looks so far in this matchup, but J.J. Bowers not taking any steps back, looking to pressure him right here, and might be starting to crack just a little bit from the pressure, from the pace. I got a feeling our boy J.J. Bowers is going to need some New Hope regeneration on that ankle. I don't think he's moving very well. That left foot doesn't really look, yeah, like that big jump. It looks like he's more comfortable leaping than he is stepping on that foot. So he tries to pass the guard here. We got about 40 seconds left. Let's see who's going to put a stamp on this thing.
Aiden with those heel hooks. He's got an argument.
Ooh, hey, beautiful back take from J.J. Bowers. Oh, man, is he going to be able to close the show here? Definitely a great way to finish the match right here. He's got to stay on offense. He's got to put it in within closing distance for the judges. Minimum 10 seconds here, guys. Big head and arm squeeze right there. Big head and arm squeeze. Big head and arm squeeze. Oh, tap from J.J. Bowers with the buzzer beater. Arm in guillotine. Arm in rear naked choke. Ruotolotine. That was absolutely awesome. The buzzer beater. Let's go. J.J. Bowers getting the people going here at 10th Planet Las Vegas. Season 8 preseason qualifier. Plenty of fireworks. J.J. Bowers putting the stamp on an awesome match against a very game Aiden Vidal. Awesome performance by both of those guys.
You said, hey, it takes a good dance partner. Aiden Vidal definitely put on a great match as well. Also sporting some awesome camo shorts.
Man, JJ's definitely supporting a little bit of adrenaline after that win, but we can tell he's moving around a little shaky on that ankle. I definitely believe that Aiden did some damage with that inside heel hook.
All right, now we're going to see Alexis Gonzalez versus Juan Martinez V. Juan Martinez V, PGF veteran. In the black band, Juan Martinez in the yellow. I'm sorry, Juan Martinez V in the black. Alexis Gonzalez in the yellow. Juan made short work of his last opponent. Oh!
Yeah, Juan Martinez is going to try to get in and out again in the black band right there on the bottom side.
Gonzalez trying to pass from the knees. Oh, watch out. Look for a Choi bar. There it is.
Oh, man. Juan Martinez. Another quick finish, man. Every single time that I watch Juan Martinez grapple, I'm way, way impressed, man. Every single time this dude keeps getting better and better. He can play in all the different areas. He can play the legs. He can play the chokes. He's definitely got enough dynamic finishing ability to score in a multitude of different ways, and that's one of the things that you really, really need if you're going to make it into these deeper parts of the PGF season.
And he would have gone the elbow genie point within, forgetting that submission within the 1 minute. right, so now we got in the quarterfinals, Logan Marshall versus Andrew DeGraff.
Logan Marshall had a couple of very impressive finishes. I believe Andrew DeGraff maybe won a decision earlier.
He did.
Decision victory under the belt of Andrew DeGraff. He looks to get in here and make quick work through these legs. Logan Marshall looking pretty comfortable. Looking like he's going to try to counter and take the back here. Oh, we got a shot clock on Logan, so he's going to have to make a play here. He's going to have to make a move, make a risk.
So Logan trying to get a back play here. So Logan Marshall with the yellow there out of 10th Planet Grant's pass.
Going to wrestle up and try to take the back here, it looks like.
Andrew DeGraff out of New Wave Jiu-Jitsu. And another competition of 19-year-olds.
Nice little toe hold rotation. Not quite enough control, it looks like. Not able to get enough bend on the foot and the toes. Looks like we're here in the 50-50. Let's see if there's going to be a counter. Andrew DeGraff looks like he's going to try to wedge through, fall back on his own attack.
Christos Papadopoulos giving a little coaching from the sideline to DeGraff.
Logan's got his body weight trying to pull his hips up to the top side of that knee. That's a very tight spot. You got to be very careful. Very easy for your opponent to get ahead of you right there. Ooh, outside heel hook. The knee line is just a little bit suspect, but we got a toe hold from Andrew DeGraff. Doesn't really look like anything's. Ooh, he's got a good bend on the foot now. That's serious. If he can keep the ankle pinned tight to his chest, that might be something. Oh, it looks like he's going to survive right there. Very nice work from both of these guys. Quick reset. Starting here in the knee shield, Z guard. Boom. Oh, we got a quick fire of the rubber guard. Let's see if he can pass this foot all the way through. Oh, Adam Graff sniffs it out. Passing that bottom leg. Crucial for the rubber guard defense. Pinning and passing that bottom leg when your opponent fires it over the top. Very, very good defense. Andrew DeGraff looking like he's going to try to make a pass here and see if he can get on offense a little bit. As these matchups get tighter and tighter, these judges' decisions are going to come down to inches and angles. Ooh. Man, I've been very impressed with Andrew DeGraff's jiu-jitsu game, but I would love to see him get on offense just a little bit more. He's just kind of laying and praying on these feet a little bit. He's not actually actively seeking to get to the finish, it doesn't look like.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about that earlier.
He's-
There's been a number of times where he just kind of just sits there. He's got stuff locked in, but he's not.
He's pulling on Logan's feet, but it's not a great angle for a finish. And so it's kind of a fruitless effort that he's putting into that. And every time I see Logan attacking, he's having a little more success with the offensive cycles. You guys in the chat, be sure to hit our recent poll for the best nickname for Juan Martinez.
Well, I definitely hit Juan Solo.
Juan Solo is a powerful front runner. The chosen Juan is definitely where it's got to be. I'm sorry, Egghead.
No, Juan Solo.
The
Big nerd
chosen
here.
Juan.
Oh, and DeGraff.
Hey, DeGraff's got a
Working on
nice
guillotine.
head narc.
Got the
Arming
headband.
guillotine with the guard closed. Let's see if he can come up to the top position and tuck that elbow, close the show here. Another barn burner right down to the end, man.
right there.
That's tough. That one was a tough one. Logan Marshall had a few more offensive cycles, but Andrew DeGraff with that powerful play right
Strong
there at the
finish.
end puts the stamp on it. Great day from Logan Marshall, but Andrew DeGraff closes the show right there with another dub. Ref's decision from Andrew DeGraff. It's 2 refs decisions from Andrew DeGraff. He had some very tough matchups.
Oh, here we go.
Boom.
This should be
Did I
fun.
hear him say that we're into our quarterfinals matchups?
Oh, yeah, we already had one.
So we have the last Murdoch brother that's alive, CJ Murdoch versus Jordan Worth.
Murdoch, it's the pass, inside control. You got to think a buggy choke is coming.
If Jordan Worth buggy chokes and puts anybody else to sleep in any other fashion, very tight spot. He's got to, I mean, if he puts anybody else to sleep, he's got to be in, right?
I feel fairly comfortable knowing that he's going to be at least an alternate.
CJ Murdoch doing a really good job of keeping the elbow frame across the neck, not playing any games right there from side control. Got a really heavy left elbow pin across the waist, trying to keep his lower body pinned, and then, of course, the upper body as well. But Jordan Worth, very savvy, very hard to deal with.
Shot clock's on, Jordan. Shot clock's on.
Jordan going to get hit with a shot clock right here. He's got to make a play. Very savvy play by CJ Murdoch to immediately drive in and start to keep some of the pressure on Jordan, not let him make any kind of ridiculous play. I know we got another buggy attempt right here.
And here comes another ridiculous play. Oh.
It was a buggy attempt, but we got a little penalty position. Jordan Worth going to take the bottom position. CJ Murdoch going to see if he can make something shake from the back here. I'm interested to see, as the penalty position becomes more and more popular, what kind of strategies, unorthodox strategies, people start to implement from there. Obviously, we're seeing lots of people Granby and it produce a side control position or something like that. But CJ looking to pass here to the mount. Very nice. Chest low, head and arm isolated. He's going to try to walk this arm up to the chopping block, it looks like. Starting to Adams family, that left hand up around, walking that hand up to include the arm in the chopping block, head and arm position. Big, heavy pin. Jordan goes to make a big bridge, kind of in a tight spot right here as Murdoch takes a high guard.
CJ's just cooking him.
Oh. Murdoch's been in the driver's seat most of the match right here. He's got to take a little bit of a back step as Jordan starts to come up on the legs. Nice top position by CJ. So we're going to see another inversion to a buggy choke, but you see CJ with the elbow across the neck right there. Doesn't like the disrespect.
He's lifting me.
He stands up and will reset. Very nice use of the rules right there by CJ Murdoch. On their feet, neutral. Jordan going to take a seat.
And so the rule is if somebody has you in a submission and you lift them above your waist, they have to let go. And it's kind of fair. You can't slam them, so they can't just hold the position.
Man, as we get kind of towards the back end of this match, you've seen a lot of positional dominance by CJ Murdoch. See if he can get on offense right here and start to put Jordan in some danger. He's been shutting down a lot of Jordan's attacks. Obviously, Jordan had a couple of buggy attempts and things like that, but it's really somebody got to put a stamp on it offensively here with a submission threat.
I mean, in a traditional jiu-jitsu match, CJ's had the control and would be up on points. But
now we got a little triangle isolation. Ooh. Very nice work from CJ Murdoch. There we go. This is what we want to see. Got Jordan in a nice tight spot right here. Reverse triangle, got the choke. Wow. Beautiful work by CJ Murdoch. Very beautiful punch choke finish from the... I think we're going to get another look at this finish right here. Setting up that triangle for a hot minute, and I believe he finishes with a punch choke. Boom. Throws that left leg over the top. Looking for the left leg loop and the right leg lock, but then he swaps it to the reverse triangle. Jordan goes to posture up. He starts to punch choke underneath. Boom. Got him with the punch choke finish. Beautiful play right there from CJ Murdoch. Scoring 6 points over Jordan Worth. Beautiful triangle. Man, the matchups are getting super intense.
and they're just going to get better. These next two are insane.
Mike John on the mat.
Yes, Mike John versus Rafael Fajea, PGF Season 6 Las Vegas qualifier winner, and PGF Season 6 veteran Mike John versus the human tornado, Rafael Fajea. He goes a Brazilian miles an hour.
Powerful gaze from the young lad. Looks like these guys have still got plenty left in the gas tank. Rafael Ferreira, the little Energizer bunny. Oh, Mike John's got him in an inside heel hook look. Oh, the boys swapping smothers right there.
You know, I really like how much effort the refs do put into getting in the same spot.
I definitely think that it's one of the things that the sport of jiu-jitsu is trying to nail down. Some of the out of bounds and some of the resets and some of those things get a bit ambiguous sometimes. Nice. Mike John's going to take the top position. Right back in on that head and arm choke. Oh man, he's got such a tight guillotine grip. Rafael sniffs it out. Oh, what? Oh, the Aoki attempt. Golly. You see Hoffa's digging heavy on this Aoki attempt right there.
Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Wow.
Very nice play from the young Rafael Ferreira.
Man.
Rafael Ferreira takes out the PGF veteran and Mike John with an Aoki, it looked like.
He's 17.
It's absolutely insane.
I'm gonna have to watch this match again when I get home, and put on like 0.5 speed just so I can keep up. Good Lord.
Hey Egghead, I think up next we've got the Chosen One.
It's Juan Solo, damn it.
The Chosen One versus the great and powerful JJ Bowers. JJ Bowers definitely been one of the front runners, as mentioned before. Had some really tough matches today, man. These guys giving him no room, no respect, and you got to expect that Juan Martinez is going to try to take the fight right to him immediately. I believe that Juan has got the shortest match time of any of the competitors today by far.
Definitely. I mean, when you go out and make a name for yourself like JJ did against Keith Krikorian, you just lost the element of surprise. Everyone was circling his name saying, I want a piece of that. But these are two of the competitors that I think a lot of people were thinking could win this qualifier. But we now know it can only be one. Of them.
You can definitely tell. You definitely tell that JJ doesn't have as much movement. Oh, Juan into a triangle right here.
Oh,
he's into a bit of a pit stop right there, pulling the foot all the way behind the knee. Left leg loop, right leg is locked. Oh, with a punch choke right there. Oh, Juan Martinez puts JJ Bowers away in what was that, 2 minutes?
Woo!
It's another gag reflex finish.
Yep. Maybe he is the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Okay, the chosen one.
The chosen Juan Martinez. Juan Martin gonna take home 6 points. Man, Juan Martinez is serious, bro. I love watching this guy grapple. So, guys, it looks like we got a lull in the bracket. We're going to let the guys rest a minute. We're going to do a couple of super fights right now. Thank you guys for tuning in to Season 8. This is the last PGF Pre-Season Qualifier here at 10th Planet Las Vegas.
It's their last shot. There's only one roster spot left, and whoever wins this competition tonight will get that spot. You know, coming back March 23rd for the draft, then we're going to have 4 amazing nights of 30 matches each, and then that takes us to the playoffs on that last day on the Saturday. But now we're about to start this super fight.
As we get this super fight going, guys, we'd like to give another shout out to New Hoper Generation. Thank you so much for the continued support of the PGF. If you guys have been looking into stem cell therapy, you need to reach out to the guys at New Hoper Generation. They've been a big supporter of the PGF, and they really, really love how well they've taken care of some of our teams and some of our athletes. Shout out to New Hoper Generation.
I'm not sure that's it.
Looks like
I'm not sure that's it.
it's like Eldon's.
So we got Eldon Music versus Brody Stevenson right now. Eldon Music out of Aussie Jiu-Jitsu. Looks like he's on top, I believe, in the red. Brody Stevenson. Oh. In the blue. Brody Stevenson with the blue band.
Eldon is in the red. Brady's in the blue.
Yep. Brody.
Brody. Oh, oops. Yes, sir. Eldon looking like he's going to try to make some use of this top leg, fired over the top, see if he can maybe set up some type of triangle position. Going to be content with keeping the closed guard as he's got a really good control of that left overhook. Now he's going to work up into this arm bar. Oh, nice play. Nice play by Eldon Music out of the red corner. You guys saw that big overhook, big control of that left overhook. Fired that left leg over the top, straight into that belly down arm bar. That was a beautiful play by Eldon. Man, another awesome match. We got one more it looks like we're going to see. I think we're going to fire back a couple of these.
No, I think
early qualifiers.
The scrimmage. So the
we're back to the scrimmage.
Top 4.
Let's go. So
Yeah.
it's the top 4 of the.
That's right.
So right now, if I'm correct,
I have it if you want it.
Egghead, let me doodle, bro.
Okay.
I'm gliding here.
All right, my bad.
All right, Egghead, give it to me. Who is it?
All right, so your number 1 seed is Christos Papadelos, who just came on like crazy at the end of that scrimmage. He had 10 points. The number 2 seed is Chris Olivo, who had 7 points. And then we have Noah Gutierrez and Chad Steele, who both had 6 points. That should be our 4-person bracket to see who gets the sword.
I thought that I saw Chris Olivo get out of here earlier.
Well, I mean, he could have given it up.
I still see. Hey, do we have a replacement for Chris Olivo? Okay. So it's only going to be this.
Oh, wait a second.
Noah
So
Gutierrez versus Chad Steele.
Hold on. We're back to the bracket now?
Oh, just kidding, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Pivot.
Guess we're going to the semifinals now. All right, so we're going to go back to the
Sorry, Raf.
PGF Season 8 semifinals. Where
Can't
we're going
help
to
you
see
there, Raf.
Andrew DeGraff out of New Wave Jiu-Jitsu against CJ Murdoch out of Pedigo. And CJ Murdoch in the black band, Andy DeGraff in the yellow. So here's an interesting stat. On the other side of the semifinals, you have Rafael Fajea, who is 17 years old. In this match, CJ Murdoch is 17 years older than Andrew DeGraff.
Oh, nice run to that. Oh, he's got a tight chin strap right there on that arm in guillotine. Oh, he's still on it. He's still on it. He's still in a very tight spot. He's got to get past this guard right here. You see CJ Murdoch keeping a very tight bend on his head. He's going to use it to try to off-balance him and see if he can tilt him to one side or the other. Right now, Andrew DeGraff's doing a really good job of keeping his weight into his left shoulder. And so CJ's got to be able to off-balance that a little bit. He can't allow him to drive his weight into his chest like that. You see how he's dropping that shoulder in right there. Now he's starting to pass the guard. Coach is calling for a Von Flue, but his arm is stuck inside right there. Now the Von Flue is available. Bidding that left arm crossface. CJ doing a really good job of keeping him out of there with that right frame. So CJ Murdoch digs himself back out of that spot right there. Now he's in here with this left knee shield. Looking to see if he can get back on offense. Looks like he wants to stand up. We heard from the chat earlier that he's got a fantastic guard. It looks like we're going to see him invert here. Put some of that on display. After we play a little handsy to the face. Very nice.
Doing a little Evan Stabler Season 2 action there, huh?
Gotta love it. The boys are playing for keeps. Gotta love it. DeGraff looks to fall back on the straight ankle right there, belly down. CJ's going to use it to try to see if he can't come up to the top position, expose the back potentially. And so now it looks like we're going to get a reset and some variation of 50-50, it looks like. DeGraff going to get started right here from double outside Ashi. Both of his right legs to the outside of the hip line. CJ's trying to really make sure that he's able to stay on the top position. He doesn't want to get off balanced and kick down to his hip right here. It could be a tight spot for him. So you should probably see DeGraff trying to off balance him side to side. Yeah, controlling both of his feet. He's trying to sweep him so that he can come up and try to play with the leg. Very nice defense from CJ.
Whoa. A little sweep ended up being like an ankle kick.
Hey, watch the camera gear. Single leg attempt from DeGraff. Trying to negate the shot clock here a little bit. Deep in on the single, stepping over. Ooh. CJ really, really digging this arm in guillotine. You can tell that he's got some game from there. He's maybe going to be able to keep connection and make it a sweep. DeGraff doing a really good job of trying to pass the guard to thwart the head and arm attempt. And now he's here to the side control position, a little bit safer. And now you see CJ's got a bail on it. He starts inserting the frames. Shout out to all these guys that are still in this tournament, man. It's been a super long day. You can tell that it's starting to wear on some of these guys, but they're leaving everything on the line here, trying to get this last ticket into the PGF Season 8. Thank you guys for sticking through with us. We know it's been a long day as we wind down these brackets.
So less than a minute left.
CJ gonna fire a little rubber guard right here. Doesn't really look like there's a lot of merit to the rubber guard play, but definitely like to see CJ staying busy from the bottom. Man, this has been an awesome match, but I have not felt like Andrew DeGraff has been on offense as much as CJ, even though I do think that he did a little bit better job maybe in some of the positional exchanges. Yep. I just felt like CJ was throwing the offense right here. Going to be very interested to see what the commissioners like to see. Very, very close match.
I mean, here's the thing also is that CJ just by his nature is somewhat entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Where's DeGraff? He's got that. He's a stone-faced killer.
He's definitely good, man. Very young competitor, but that would be his third decision victory for the day, and I don't know that that's exactly what we want out of the PGF. Not to say that it wouldn't do an incredible job in maybe some ADCC style tournaments or something like that, but the PGF not really want you to just sit there and hold the position and dominate positionally. We do want you to open up and risk it, and so very interested to see what the commissioners are going to call for.
It's good jiu-jitsu, but it's entertaining jiu-jitsu.
I thought you did fantastic, brother.
CJ, that's what we've been saying.
CJ bidding for his shot right here. He had me at the top knot, brother.
I mean, he's asking us, and we're not the ones to make the decision.
As far as they know.
Keep the ruse up.
Yeah, little. Hey, CJ Murdoch gets the nod into the next round over Andrew DeGraff. Very good performance from both guys today. Andrew DeGraff is a young stud. We're absolutely going to see more of him in the future. Shout out to CJ Murdoch for putting the stamp on that dub right there. That was an awesome match.
That was great. A lot of great jiu-jitsu. Really entertaining. A tough decision because it was such great jiu-jitsu. But I will say I am absolutely pumped for this next matchup, the other side of the semifinals. Somebody that I heard people tell me to watch out for him, but Rafael Ferreira, oh my God, the 17-year-old, Brazilian miles an hour.
Brazilian miles an hour is crazy.
I'll tell you, I love that. And then, you know, the chosen Juan, Martinez the fifth.
Chosen Juan.
Just seeing his improvement from season 4 to now is just amazing. Now Juan, I think you've said before, he's probably had the least amount of time on the mats today of anyone, and good thing he's been saving up that energy because Rafael puts a pace.
Rafael got that energy, that Energizer Bunny energy.
I mean, he goes to give blood, Celsius comes out or something. I don't know. So I didn't say monster, so my kids like the Celsius. So
oh well,
I'm trying to be hip.
Safer. Without the yellow dye, you know. I don't know. I just said that, bro.
Okay.
I don't think that we're allowed to mention the unmentionables of.
Oh! Throw the flag. False start.
The commissioner says run it. Here we go. We're going to see Rafael Ferreira versus the chosen Juan Martinez.
Or Juan Solo.
Juan Solo is a very powerful name. I will concede.
But if you're cheering for him to win, you'd want him to be the chosen one.
It depends on how he finishes up for the day. Ooh. Couple of savvy exchanges right there. You see the guys playing to the upper body, attacking the arms, then the other one counters with the legs. This is going to be an awesome matchup. Very good use of the side-to-side passing right there. But I do feel like Juan does a really good job of staying composed and not picking the pace up to follow through some of these frantic movements. And like there, you see he just takes a really, really good opportunity. He's not going to chase as much. Ooh. Juan isolating the leg right here, it looks like. Hoffa going to take to the top side, start to look to see if he can't pass this headquarters position.
You know how good this match is how quiet everyone is.
Yeah, it's very, very quick change of scenery here at 10th Planet Las Vegas. It's absolutely quiet right now. Everybody is on pins and needles watching these two play. Been some of the most impressive jiu-jitsu players of the day right here, gridlocked in a leg lock exchange. Jeez.
Oh,
Rafael Ferreira.
wow.
Leg locks Juan Martinez.
Damn.
The young kid with another submission victory.
That's wild. Just realized that the finals of this PGF qualifier will be between Hoffa Fahea, 17, CJ Murdoch, 36. CJ is literally twice his age. But now we are going back into the scrimmage. So the top four from the PGF scrimmage we had before, from Team Drysdale versus Team Varela, with Team Varela being victorious. Now we're going to have the top four. Heath. How's McCulley in there?
Because everyone left.
Still left?
Chris Oliva also left, so Christos has a bye to the finals.
Oh, wow.
They're literally the only 3 people that stayed from the scrimmage. Everyone else was hurt or retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as it turns out, this day has gone long, and so Noah McCulley, who actually was not in the top 4 finishers, finds himself in the playoffs because everyone else left. So right now, Christos Papadelos gets a bye in the first round of this now 3-person little tournament, and we have the rematch of Noah McCulley versus Noah Gutierrez we had earlier, which was phenomenal. So happy to see it again.
Definitely glad to see Gutierrez back on the mat. He's definitely had some of the most active guard from our scrimmage earlier. But I think that our boy Noah McCulley's looking to make it back. He's looking to get it back right there. Beautiful shot, outside heel hook.
Well, we gave Gutierrez the commentator curse.
That's how it goes sometimes. Noah McCulley.
But they both had great scrimmages, great matches today.
Outside heel hook falls right back to it, gets the bite, secures the legs. Boom, quick finish.
Gutierrez ended up with a loss for his last match, but he should keep his head high. He showed some amazing jiu-jitsu today. Oh wow, we're gonna get this nice super fight. We're gonna have Mike.
6 or 10.
Okay.
So now we're going to see a couple more matchups that we would like to see. This is just a super fight that we've added to the card, 6-minute matchup. Obviously a huge contrast in styles. We're going to see our boy Mike John up against Anthony Gojani. Anthony going to be in the black band with the red level black.
I mean, definitely completely different body types. And Mike John got the short, stocky. Gojani, definitely lanky.
You know, in Alabama we don't know everything, but it seems like they should have swapped ankle bands. But what do I know?
So Mike John with the red ankle band, black belt, 10th planet orange.
With a tall order in front of him. I'm sorry, Egghead. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, I thought it was Isaac that was laughing.
No, that was me. That was all me. Hook, line, and sinker.
Mike John got the body triangle. Looking for that rear naked choke.
Oof. Man, Mike John's definitely got a stockier build with his legs. You know that the body triangle's got to be tight under there. Really love when he's got the arm stuck in there, but he's not. Oh, no respect for the arm in. The arm's included in the rear naked choke finish. Mike John with I believe that's a 6er.
Oh, most definitely.
That's a 6er, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder what other people we might be able to see again.
Such an interesting finish to that matchup. Mike John catches a rear naked choke finish over Anthony Gojani. And let's see what we might have in the queue for you, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Bowers versus Nick Saff. Let's go.
That should be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, usually you have to pay extra for this type of action. Feel free to drop a little super chat in there for the boys. Nick Saff in the blue corner, JJ Bowers in the red corner. These guys not finished entertaining y'all for the evening.
So Nick Saff out of 10th Planet Decatur. JJ Bowers, came in. I mean, both these guys were two of the possible favorites to win it all. Oh. Hey, see you, brother. Oh.
Nick Saff on this front head and arm choke. Oh, very tight loop with this left arm. Looks like he's going to maybe try to swap it underneath or come to the top position. Oh, that's a very tight. He's got a very tight loop and lock on this. Looks like a modified short grip anaconda. It looks like he's going to maybe try to swap to a Mars here. Or he's maybe going to try to keep him on his back. Nick Saff trying to attack right back into the legs. That was an awesome play from Nick Saff. First offensive serve comes from Nick Saff. JJ Bowers tries to pass from his knees here.
Looked like Saff was thinking shotgun armbar there for a second.
Man, I've been impressed with JJ Bowers today. He's had some really, really tough matchups, and you can tell that everybody's been trying to get him out of there. Definitely a little intrigued by his foot situation from one of his previous matches. I definitely think that he's had that left
Compromised.
foot a little compromised.
Yeah.
And you can just see that some of his passing, like he's not doing as much work side to side, and then all of a sudden he'll Hail Mary over the top or something like that. I got to think that he took some decent damage earlier. Nick Saff looking to isolate this arm right here, this arm crush as he tries to wedge that left knee through. Good knee to elbow connection right there, but not able to make anything shake with the arm crush. There's another one of those big movements from JJ. Like I said, it's those single big movements make you wonder how that ankle's feeling. You can see he's just kind of he's favoring away from his left ankle a little bit as he passes. But now he's past the guard, seemingly, of Nick Saff on that far side armbar.
Oh, wow.
Oh, beautiful belly down armbar finish from JJ Bowers.
Wow.
Belly down armbar for 3 points. JJ Bowers, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work from JJ Bowers as he gets called in to help close the show with a couple of these final matchups as we start to close to get to the.
No.
And now
Another
I think that
special
we're going to
match.
see Juan Martinez versus Mr. DeGraff.
Yeah, for third place.
Third place match here. The chosen Juan Martinez.
Juan Solo.
It's Andrew DeGraff, right?
Yes.
Andrew.
Andrew DeGraff out of New Wave Jiu-Jitsu. In the yellow, Juan Martinez the fifth. In the black, the chosen one.
The fifth.
Indeed.
Let's go. Strong lineage. I don't think that we've seen Juan wrestle today. I wonder what he sees different about this matchup, that he's not one to play guard.
Well, maybe he's also trying to show Brandon a little something different. Just to show another aspect of his game. You know, get an invite for an alternate spot.
I definitely think that he's had one of the most impressive days, despite getting caught earlier. Been very impressed with Juan Martinez, but it looks like the young Andrew DeGraff has a leg isolated right here.
And Juan also had a great showing in the Austin qualifier as well. We all know the PGF loves company men.
I think that we got a finish right there. Andrew DeGraff caught the.
Oh, wow.
Nice work from Andrew DeGraff. Didn't see exactly how he caught him.
Was it a straight ankle? I think it might have been a straight ankle.
It looks like it's a straight ankle.
How did he get the heel?
I think that's a heel hook, outside heel hook.
Yeah, he's got the bite there.
Outside heel hook to close the show from the young Andrew DeGraff.
They're trying to decide the schedule for the matches currently. Looks like we're going to have that finale of the scrimmage playoff. It's going to be Christos Papadelos versus Noah McCulley. And the winner, watch out, Heath Ruff is here for Excalibur.
Excalibur, it's called Deathbringer, actually.
Deathbringer.
Deathbringer, Destroyer of Man.
Get out of here, nerd.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Deathbringer, Destroyer of Man. Apparently it's Deathbringer.
The Heifery looks like an Elden Rings fan. Sure, that's not the only sword that he has at his house. Look, he wants to knight somebody with this thing. Let's go. Brother, you are enjoying yourself. I love it. You see, we love to keep it fun here at the PGF.
Pop those to the scoop grip.
And we're back to the action right here. Noah McCauley was all the way outside of our scrimmage playoffs, and now he finds himself in the finals against Chris Papadelos. Chris Papadelos looks like he's working on a leg isolation right here. Big rotation right here. We're going to see the boys Ferris wheel across the mat a little bit. A couple twirls. Still controlling the knee line. Right here in 50-50. Noah McCauley looks like he's going to try to fall back on it. So both guys seeming to be very content playing here from the 50-50. Gonna get a quick reset. So here we go. Referee Jacob Norton. He's gonna reset him here in the 50-50. It looks like these guys are going to be very content just playing here in the 50-50. We're going to have us a little leg lock shootout to close the show. Neither guy really jockeying for the top position. They both just want to lay here and see if they can catch the other one making a mistake. Boom, big belly down play right here. Noah McCauley giving it a quick shake off. Seems to be a bit unconcerned with the play.
He's one of those 19-year-olds that just made a rubber. Semper Gumby.
So we're still here in the 50-50. These guys jockeying for a little bit of position right here. It's been a slow and steady race here as these guys both had a couple of looks here. Papadelos looking to make an interesting play right here to the inside heel hook. Papadelos got that weight heavy on that top leg right here. Seems to have control of both legs. Papadelos seemed to have a pretty good isolation right there. He's going to go belly down on this right here and see if he can't. Seems like both of these guys are just waiting on one of them to make a mistake right here from these straight ankle lock grips. Defending the straight ankle lock, sometimes you got to pull your foot out, find an Aoki or a Woj lock, some sort of modified straight ankle lock grip. They're not really trying to play. It really just seems like they're literally waiting on the other one to make a mistake, but both guys seem to be very savvy here. I feel like Chris Papadelos has been doing jiu-jitsu all day, bro.
Pretty much.
I feel like this is his 10th match.
He's had to at least had 6.
Look at him just chilling. Chris Papadelos, he's been doing those Pilates and those stretches, brother. Both hands on the mat. Eyes, he's just literally looking into the camera, deep stare into the camera right there. Little smile.
Yeah, you actually giggled a little bit too.
I love it. The gamesmanship. I think they were closing it just under the 3-minute mark. Looks like it's about 2 minutes, 45 seconds, I believe, left in the match. And you guys see it. We're just steering 50-50. These guys are both very savvy leg lockers. They've been grappling all day. They've got to be absolutely drained. And they're trying to put a final staple right here as Noah McCauley has the leg isolated. Looks like we're going to hit a reset real quick. Are we still in 50-50 there, Egghead?
I can't see from here. Can you?
It's a tough shot from there. Looks
I think
like
it was. I think they've been
50-50 or DOA. Referee Jacob Norton will let us know here in just a second.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
50-50. Noah McCauley's going to have both of those legs crossed. He's got more of a defensive posture with his legs. Chris Papadelos seems to have that right leg just isolated there without his legs crossed. He's a little open, more susceptible to being leg locked here because of that. Papadelos has got a very deep knee line, and then he goes to make a play on that other leg. Chris Papadelos catches Noah McCauley slipping late in the match. Big hug from these guys, big show of respect. It's been a long day. You know that both of those guys wanted that one. But the PGF veteran, Chris Papadelos, with another dub. His 18th one of the day.
Sounds about right.
No, it's not. But uh-oh. And now the knighting begins. Uh-oh. There it is. And beautiful. Chris Papadelos, the owner of the sword, very jealous. Christos Papadelos, he's out there making a little speech. You're gonna make a little speech. You're gonna thank all the people here at the PGF Equinox. You gotta love to see one of the people's champs, Christos Papadelos, bringing home the scrimmage mini-season victory.
And just a great guy. I mean,
Oh,
really
yeah.
just being around him, great personality. Obviously, he's hardworking. He's the head of Enigma. I helped run the first 2 qualifiers.
So many awesome people involved in the PGF. The jiu-jitsu community is absolutely fantastic, but this little corner of the jiu-jitsu world involved with the PGF is very, very, very special. Very, very tight-knit group, guys, and definitely a situation where all ships rise with the high tides, so to speak, and so awesome to see all of these leagues start to continue to grow, see these qualifiers growing. And as we're finishing up, we encourage you guys, this might be the last qualifier of the season 8 for the 155-pound bracket, but you guys have got to know that this season, the PGF is going to come in with another season. Your weight class will be up before too long. Looking at like they're going to do 3 or 4 of these every single year, 3 or 4 regular seasons. So, man, next time you hear of a PGF qualifier within driving distance, it would be a huge investment of your time to try to rise your stock in the jiu-jitsu community and let the world see your art on display. And so we're looking to wrap up our final bracket here in just a few minutes. It's been an awesome day. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. And right here you're seeing some of the highlights of the day. Jordan Worth with a sick go-go clinch, putting his opponent to sleep. And then yeah, Mike John DJing some of the plays. And so like I said, it's been an awesome day. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. We want to also give another quick shout out to New Hope Regeneration. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do for the PGF and its athletes alike. If you guys have ever been intrigued by any of the stem cells or have any questions about some of the myths around it, you guys should definitely reach out to the folks at New Hope Regeneration. They take very, very good care of you. Like I said, one of our very, very highly appreciated sponsors of the PGF. Thank you guys for supporting us.
Another bonus match.
Looks like we've got one of the Murdoch brothers. Is this Josh Murdoch?
Yes, Josh Murdoch. And Aiden Vidal. Aiden Vidal had that great matchup with JJ Bowers. It was really fun.
Really took it to him.
And Murdoch doesn't want to be shown up by his brother. He's put on a pace. Oh, that's nice.
Josh Murdoch right here in DOA. Seems like he's got a good clear isolation, passing the foot across. Now we're in the 50-50. Murdoch staying on offense. Looks like he catches the finish right there. Nice break. Josh Murdoch catching another dub before he gets out of here today.
What's that? Half elevator. Look over there. Remind me of Neela Bergener from season 1. Always bouncing around on the side of the mats.
Shout out to our boy Nilo.
The truth.
And so listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that we could find somebody else to grapple. But I feel like it's got to be down to our last couple of matches right here. Here it goes. We have our final matchup right here, right now.
PGF Pre-Season Qualifier Final. The winner takes the last open spot in PGF World Season 8. Out of the black corner, we have Rafael Ferreira.
Rafael Ferreira getting a big applause from the crowd that's still here with us at 10th Planet Las Vegas. Rafael going to be out of the black corner. CJ Murdoch going to be out of the yellow corner.
And just wild. I mean, talking about the young guns.
Been a big day for both of these guys, man. But this is the match that everybody showed up for.
I mean, Rafael's done amazing, but just as an older grappler, I got to go for Murdoch. I mean,
It feels like the right thing to do.
I mean, Murdoch could be his dad, literally.
Boom. Quick little short double leg attempt. Show a sportsmanship from the boys. Love to see that. Big underhook.
Work center.
Flying armbar attempt. Rafael still got plenty left in the gas tank, it looks like. The corner of CJ Murdoch cueing him to start moving a little bit more. He's got to pick up the pace a little bit. The young Energizer Bunny going to fire the rubber guard, it looks like. CJ hip to it. Quick pass over the bottom leg. Very nice. Now he's going to try to look to pass to the mount. Man, shout out to the chat for hanging out with us today, guys. It's been an awesome day. Thank y'all for tuning in as we finish up right here in the finale. CJ Murdoch, Rafael Ferreira, Season 8 Pre-Season Qualifier. This is for the last golden ticket, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. I mean, honestly, I'd be happy to see either one of these guys on the PGF.
Yeah. I feel like Rafael is going to have a very, very good argument. He's gonna really push the pace here. He's going to stay on offense. All of the offensive cycles so far of the match.
Oh, yeah.
Been in Rafael's corner. But CJ, very savvy, crafty veteran. Looks to see if he can capitalize on one of the mistakes of the young Rafael. Oh, it's a very deep head and arm choke. That's a very deep anaconda choke. Very deep. Got him still stuck on his side right there. Very, very tight. Very, very tight. You see him starting to raise the hips. CJ's looking like he wants to tap a little bit. He's staying in there though. He's hanging in there very, very tight. You start to see a big grimace, big squeeze from Rafael Ferreira. He's doing a great job of controlling that top elbow. He's got it. You see that CJ keeps trying to pull the elbow out. He's trying to pull his left elbow out over. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Whoa! Was that a finish?
Okay.
No, I didn't know what happened.
Well, because he lifted him up over his hip.
Oh, let's go.
All right, I think the fans need to get back a little bit.
The boys came to play. Dude, this 17-year-old kid is an absolute menace, bro. He is insane. But you can start to see, you should start to try to pay a little bit of attention. Rafael's getting overly excited. His corner's trying to get him going. And CJ Murdoch might get to expose some mistake right here if Rafael doesn't stay disciplined. He's had a great day all day. He needs to stay in the pocket. Definitely tell that CJ Murdoch's getting a little bit tired.
All over that Williams guard.
Boom.
Now
Gonna fire the rubber guard, looking like he's going to play a dead orchard here. For the sweep. Beautiful play from the bottom from CJ Murdoch. He comes up to the top position. Oh,
Going for backside 50-50.
But the Young Buck's got his leg isolated. He's right here in the 50-50 now. DOA. Belly down on the straight ankle. CJ looks to be sniffing it out. Oh, we're going to see an Aoki attempt. He's going to try to wait till he pulls the arm. Oh. CJ's on that guillotine. See if he can see if he can stay in control here. He's got to stay in control.
This is wild.
Bro, this is an absolutely insane match right now. These guys understand what's on the line. You can hear it from their corners. They're absolutely pushing and leaning on these guys right now. CJ Murdoch from the top side of this cut across pass, looking to lean on the youngster. Big inversion. It looks like we're going to play K-guard right here.
Oh, man. Can you hear the people on the outside saying, do you want to go to the PGF?
Rafael Ferreira's corner is going absolutely insane trying to get him to push through right here. They get the idea that CJ is starting to fade a little bit. Now he's coming up to the back. Rafael's got to get up. He's got to come up to finish to the top position right here. His leg's in a very tight spot. CJ staying there, staying in the pocket. He's got the leg isolated. Let's see if he can take advantage of the mistake. Like I said, the Young Buck getting a little excited. Rafael starting to sit up, he's got both hands committed. Oh, man. The boys are out of bounds. Oh, Rafael's in on another anaconda choke. CJ's got to stay in the pocket. He's got to reset.
What? And the refs are just waiting for a stop.
We're gonna play to the ADCC a little bit.
Did he tap it?
Guys, I'm still not completely sure, but it looks like we're going to the back here.
They're like 3 mats away. What? Okay,
I don't think the match is over. I think that.
What happened?
We're off on the far side of the mat from where we could see it from the table. We have no idea what's just happened. It looks like that's the end of the match. I think that Rafael Ferreira caught a break. Oh, it looks like we had a draw. It looks like we had a ref's decision right there. Rafael Ferreira is an absolute savage at 17 years old. This 155-pound bracket is going to be absolute fireworks, and this kid right here is going to be a great addition to the tournament. Rafael Ferreira finishes the preseason qualifier on top with a big win over CJ Murdoch. Twice his age almost.
More than twice his age.
Yeah, shout out to the Murdoch brothers. They had an awesome day today.
Wow. Just wow.
They're showing a huge amount of respect to each other. Our two finalists put on a great match to close the show. Man, Egghead, what a day, brother. What an absolute day. I think that you guys are getting a look at some of the action that we've seen today.
We just had 6 hours. Just 6 hours of insane jiu-jitsu. That was wild.
The triangle armbar from the 5-year-old was definitely one of the highlights of the day. The future jiu-jitsu is in good hands. Lots of awesome action from the ladies today. Man, it's been such an awesome day. Season 8, the preseason is finished, Egghead.
We have our roster.
Season 8 is upon us. And listen, you guys, if you haven't heard, you will hear very soon about the other names in this Season 8 bracket at 155 pounds. And I can say that I also agree with the commissioner. His words, quote, the best 155-pound bracket ever assembled in jiu-jitsu for this Season 8 155-pound regular season. So that's going to start March 23rd is the
March
draft.
23rd is the draft.
And then so the season's 24, 25, 26, 27.
That's correct. 4 days for the regular season and then the finale. So we got to remember, guys, a few things. One, the draft. Every player will be paid what they get drafted for. So now, there's no like talking down your price, trying and get a better team. No. People are going to want to try to roll up those prices, get it paid.
Yeah, that's definitely a big step in the right direction, man. The whole entire point of the PGF has been trying to bring an actual sports series feel to jiu-jitsu. And so now these guys are going to be getting paid their money that they're bid on as they get drafted, and that's a step in the right direction. The PGF doing the thing.
And so after they assemble their teams, as a part of the PGF, it's all about winning that team championship, getting that big prize for the team. So they do that by each of the 5 members of the team putting up points every night. So every competitor on the PGF gets 3 matches a night for those 4 days. It is the Shark Week of Jiu-Jitsu. It's a gauntlet. I mean, you've done it multiple times. I mean, just can anyone fathom that has not done it?
I mean, man, honestly, I think that as it stands right now, that I wrestled my entire life. I wrestled in college. I've fought amateur and professional mixed martial arts, and I've got to say that competing in the PGF on such a big stage against such high-level grapplers, it's definitely been one of the hardest experiences that I've ever had in combat sports. And so if you love jiu-jitsu and you think that you've got what it takes and you think that you should be living that lifestyle, man, I think that it's the best thing that you could do with your bargaining chips right now is to put them on the line here at the PGF. And I think that people are only going to see even more of that. Every single season of the PGF, we've seen some breakout stars, and this 155-pound bracket is going to be absolutely insane. I think that there's a ton of guys that are a little bit younger because of the weight class, and you're going to see some of these, like we saw today with Rafael Ferreira, we're going to see some of these 17, 18, 19-year-old kids just go out and put on an absolute performance. Brother, dude, that was so awesome.
You guys are hyping me up, so I'm like,
Brother,
You're insane.
very, very easy to hype you up when you're out there saucing fools like that, man. I think that we might get a chance to talk to
you hyped us
Rafael
up.
here in just a few minutes. He's still full of energy. He's gonna go run a few miles after this, brother. I'll be on the sidelines watching. I'll be in the truck following him, but that's
I'll watch you guys on TV.
That's a
You guys
full
do that.
day for myself, Egghead. I don't know about you, brother. It's time to relax a little bit.
I think so.
Been on. Would we like to talk to the commissioner or Rafael or anybody? We're gonna tune in. We're gonna keep you guys tuned in for just one more minute. Maybe get a chance to talk to the commissioner. Maybe if there's any athletes that you guys would like to talk to for just a quick minute.
While
Absolute
waiting.
fireworks, man.
Yeah, it was insane today.
I have to say, highlight of the day, though, does go to Jordan Worth with the Go-Go clinch, putting his opponent dead to sleep, just looking the 1,000-mile stare into the camera right there. That was one of the best plays of the day by far. CJ? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a CJ Murdoch. What's up, brother?
hey, what's up, bro? I know
Man,
you.
yeah, what's going on, man? Had an awesome time watching you and your brother get after today, brother.
Thanks, man. I
How
really
many
appreciate
matches
it.
was that today?
I think that was 5. The real problem was I had 3 decisions, and I need to work on my freaking finishing. So that kid finished a bunch of his matches quick. So I think that's the real strategy.
Oh no,
He got him done quick, and I think he's like fucking 12. So unlimited cardio for him, like XP cardio times 200. I think for the little ones.
he hasn't been tainted yet, brother.
No,
It's
no.
probably best that we keep him in the jiu-jitsu pool. That way he doesn't wind up crumbling his life away through Marlboro Reds and chasing loose women.
Mine was like Camel unfiltered.
See, that's my.
So
you're cutting
when
the filters
he was,
off the
yeah,
Camels,
when he
brother?
was, when I was his age, I was a blue belt smoking cigarettes. So so he's doing way better than I was, bro.
Cutting the filters off the Camel Crushes is absolute menacing behavior, brother.
Man,
but
hey, we
can
did
tell.
that crazy in the South. You guys go remember? I've known Brandon since he was a purple belt.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Where are you guys located, you and your brother?
So we're in Mount Vernon, Illinois. We are the kids coaches at Mount Vernon, Illinois. So we're the head kid coaches. Myself, my wife, who's a phenomenal grappler herself, and then my brother, and then we have some a little help. Coach Cheyenne, she's a really tough blue belt.
That's awesome.
And then my buddy, roommate Manny, he's a really, really, really awesome brown belt. So probably the reason I didn't get leg lock today. So him and Couch.
Shout out to the squad.
Yeah, because I thought Andrew was gonna rip my foot off for sure.
It seemed like you were in a
Yeah.
couple tight spots, but absolutely with
Man,
it.
Couch has been saving my ass. He injured his finger, and I'm sorry that you injured your finger, Couch, but honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to you, and you've been helping me so much, so thank you.
That's awesome. Man, it's so funny. I've competed in I guess like 5 of the seasons of the PGF now, and me and my brother had a match in season 2. We called it Block 12. Jake Elkins, my older brother, and so I was kind of bidding during the chat that maybe you and your brother were going to get to.
We were going to break each other off for sure.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
brother. Listen, you cannot go to Thanksgiving and lose to your brother. Just ask my older brother, Jake Elkins, how he copes with it. I don't know, but it's all good.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, but hey, whenever we lose, we get better, so it doesn't matter. So we'll be better each time, and that's the way it's always been, and man, that's the way it's always going to be. So,
well, you guys represented very, very well, man.
hey, Heath Pettigo's the best coach in the world, man. He's seriously moving to Mount Vernon 4 years ago was the best thing that ever happened to us. COVID happened. We were all 3 of us, my wife, my brother. We were training in a gym in North Carolina, and we weren't allowed to come train. I saw a video on freaking YouTube that Show-Year-Old put out, and man, I was hooked.
That was it. That was done.
I messaged them and I was like, "Can we come visit? I know it's COVID." And of course they were like, "Oh, bro, we don't give a fuck about that shit."
No, I mean, I think that a lot of the jiu-jitsu community is glad that all of that stuff is behind us, and now we're out stretching our legs, grappling people, sweating on each other, and man, awesome
this was
day
so
here
cool.
At the PGF. This is your first time.
This was so cool. Yeah, I've actually I met Brandon at the Kakudo, so I've known Brandon since for the first one ever. So I've been watching, itching to try to get on one of these. Unfortunately, I just couldn't make any of the other qualifiers. It's a hard life for jiu-jitsu players that actually care, and like they don't want to. I'll never sell a belt. I'll never sell my soul to some gym owner. And we've had our hardships throughout the years, and honestly, everything has just made our lives so much better. And I don't know, man. I feel like I'm like 26. I feel like we're just getting started, to be honest. So
Someone tried to comment. I'm 33. Somebody said that you and your brother were like you're twice as old as.
So
the last guy
20. I'm 24, going on 36.
See, that's what
I got my black belt at 24. Man, I was like a really shitty blue belt for nowadays, but I was a black belt, and I got promoted. I didn't want to get promoted, and man, honestly, I got promoted, and there was like a 120-page thread on Facebook, because there was no Instagram back then, on why I wasn't a black belt.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, man, I'll show you one day.
Well, I think that you
I'll
showed
show you
everybody
one
an
day.
awesome performance today.
Yeah.
CJ, listen, I really appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us.
No,
We're going to
thank you
talk
guys
to your
so much.
opponent, man.
Oh,
Fantastic
no, he deserves
work
it way
today,
more
brother.
than me.
You
This
did
kid's a
awesome.
killer, bro. What he doesn't
Ladies
know
and
is I
gentlemen,
stole
CJ Murdoch, the Murdoch brothers. Awesome performance today. And now we're going to talk to the Energizer Bunny himself. Rafael Ferreira.
How's it going?
How am I saying your last name, brother?
Fajeda, Ferreira,
Fajeda.
Ferrari, up to you.
I'm from Alabama, brother. We
Alabama?
keep the
Okay.
R's intact usually, but
No
I can adjust, adapt, and overcome as
Yep.
needed. Man, how do you feel about your performance? This is your first ever PGF experience?
I did Texas. I did the Austin. I learned a lot. I lost by decision and submission. I won by decision and submission, so I came out even. This time, I'm really happy with the adjustments I made with my coach back home.
What did you guys discuss?
Just the rule set. I'm used to playing points a lot, so I do ADCC, I do a lot of IBJJF. It's rare that I do a submission only. So just things about staying safe in certain positions. A lot of talk on how to gas the opponent, you know.
Yeah.
Last time I won by a decision that I wasn't really happy with. I feel like I was a lot more on the attack.
Yeah.
So just making sure they don't get any submission attempts on me. If it does go to the decision, make sure it's very obvious.
Yeah.
That last match was a little closer, in my opinion.
Oh, that was a fantastic match,
Yeah.
man. Listen,
I wish it wasn't so close. I had that armbar at the end. I wish I could finish it.
It definitely is that way, but especially when you start playing at such high levels, man, especially at your age, those are going to be some of the matches that are really, really going to make people your fans. So I know that obviously as a high-level grappler, you want to put everybody away in the first minute and get all the extra points and stuff like that, but I would really like to applaud some of your harder matchups and staying in the pocket and being an exciting grappler. I've been involved with the PGF for some time now. Definitely not winning any of the seasons, but man, able to produce a fan base because you know you got to be exciting, and you brought a lot of that today. So I really appreciated it.
Always something I've tried to incorporate in my game, be exciting, and I'm really happy that it's showing up, especially in something like this where the whole point is to be exciting. But also, I'm getting the subs, I'm getting the position, and that's thanks to a lot of work I'm doing with Damon Morgan. He's my main coach at Unified, and he puts just countless hours in developing my game, and he gives me a lot of freedom with how I play. So, yeah, it's thanks to him.
Well, man, it looks like we're going to see plenty more work out of you here at the PGF, man. This is just the beginning, and I think that we're going to be able to help get you some more exposure, brother. And I think that maybe after this next season, your life is gonna get a little more interesting, brother.
I'm pumped. Yeah.
I'm very excited about your future, man. It's so awesome to watch you. Is there anything that you'd like to do? You'd like to shout out your Instagram? You got any homies?
Yeah, all my family. You know, I'm staying at my aunt's house here. My parents, obviously, they brought me here. All my training partners at Unified are constantly. It's not a very competitive-oriented gym, but everybody lets me work on them. Everybody's there to help me. Damon Morgan, John Carlquist, and James Gardner, I've been training there since I was 5, so they've watched me grow up. My cousins, my friends. My mom, she's always working on my mental with me. She's like a life coach, so she's always developing my mindset. That has a lot to do with, you know, I just try to feel when I get in the competition. My dad, he's obviously providing the funds to travel and sign up for these competitions. My girlfriend, she's always in my corner supporting me too. There's just so much support, so I can't even take credit for a lot of this.
That's awesome.
I'm just expressing what everybody else is putting into me. So,
well, man, it's obviously been a very, very good combination of support that you've been getting from everybody. You're a phenomenal jiu-jitsu player, and it's been an absolute pleasure watching you work today, man. I look forward to seeing you here in this next season of the PGF. You stay healthy, and we'll see you here in March in a few weeks, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Awesome
I appreciate
talking to you, man. You take care, brother.
Have a good night.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a wrap for here. Season 8 preseason has come to a close. We are now awaiting on the PGF Season 8 to start. March 23rd, we will be live with the draft. March 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th will be our regular season, featuring all of the teams. And then, of course, the PGF finale and the playoff on the following day on the 28th. So here in March, we're going to look to have a full time with you.
I didn't know my Swift profile was private.
It's okay, no problem, Rob. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are still here with us in the chat, V's up in the comment section. Much love. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you live in Las Vegas on March 23rd for the PGF Season 8 draft. I'm Matt Elkins. Thank you guys for tuning in.